Let's get a radar in with this precipitation type. Let's take our warnings out. All right. Here we go. Okay. What's going on? What's going on? We're going to get started here in a second. We've got Baltimore Cam, Baltimore Harbor, Philadelphia. We've got Seaside Heights, Jersey Shore, camera. So New Jersey Beach. We've got Times Square. And we've got the Hamptons, Long Island. So we're going to watch this. And see how things develop. This should be an interesting one. But I'll let the people get in here before we get started. But actually, I'll put my watches in. You can see all these blizzard warnings. We do have a blizzard warning now in Philadelphia, Doylestown, Norristown, Levittown. You're in that blizzard warning all the way up towards Stroudsburg, Mount Pocono, Jim Thorpe. Blizzard warnings extended out into Maryland. Blizzard warnings extended out through Connecticut, almost all of Massachusetts, except for northwestern Massachusetts, but you can make an argument for a blizzard warning up there. Blizzard warnings might end up extending up the coast here as well, so we'll see what happens with that. Why is this little dot on the map here? Why is that there? Who put that there? Who put that there? Okay, we're just going to leave that there then. No, you know what I'm going to do? That's kind of annoying me. Let's do this real quick. Let's close that out and reopen this. What the heck was that? 1 second, everyone. Okay, computer, technology. Okay, hopefully that corrected itself. All right, it's gone. It's gone. All right, well, is New Jersey only getting snow? No, you guys get a little rain, a little sleet too, but it's mostly going to be snow. Not too worried about your sleet totals. Taking a look at our updated expected snowfall. Updated expected snowfall. Philadelphia, you're expected to get 20 inches of snow with almost 30 inches on the high end. Tom's River, you're expected to get 27 inches with 40 inches on the high end. Oh my goodness, 3.5 feet almost. Long Branch, you're expected 25 inches with 3 feet on the high end. We've got Long Beach. We've got South Central Long Island, 2 feet expected with 3 feet on the high end. New York City, you are updated to you're expected around 2 feet of snow with 30 inches on the high end. I told you guys this was going to happen. Our totals are up. Baltimore, you are expected. Now, like I said,
Hello.
You're not expected 4 or 5 inches anymore.
43.
Life, I appreciate you. $5 super chat. Snow amount for Warwick, Rhode Island. Rhode Island is the size of a city, so we'll just do the snow amount for the entire state. Baltimore, 6 inches expected. I think you could push it up a little bit, 15 inches on the high end. All right, where's Warwick in here? West Warwick. Yeah, there's not even a symbol. Okay, you guys are expected 21 inches of snow. Your high end is over 3 feet of snow. Boston, 19 inches expected, 32 inches on the high end. We are going crazy over here. DC, they pushed your totals up a little bit. 3 inches expected, 10 inches on the high end. You can make an argument that should be a little bit higher. Dover, we're talking about 18 inches, a foot and a half expected, 27 inches on the high end. Wilmington, North Delaware, 19 inches expected, 25 inches on the high end. Crazy. We've got all these cams up. Baltimore Harbor, Philadelphia, downtown. We've got Seaside Heights, Jersey Shore. We've got Times Square, and we've got New Hampton Beach. Or sorry, the Hamptons. So we'll continue to watch. Eventually, we're going to be seeing heavy snow on these cams. And we're going to track the storm as it moves in. There's a chance here that this is I don't know if we're going to break the 96 record. But this is going to go down. And this is likely going to be a top 3 snowstorm in history for the Northeast. It's going to try to make a push for number 2 or number 1. It is. Appreciate that, life. $2 super chat from Joey. How much for Lehigh Valley? Yeah, the latest updates for Lehigh Valley is looking pretty good. I mean, we're talking about 15 to 16 inches expected with 2 feet on the high end. Still looking pretty nice. Mount Pocono, 2 feet is expected with 30 inches on the high end. This is amazing. I am upset that the year, I mean, I lived in Lower Bucks last year. I'm upset that in less than a year ago, I lived in Lower Bucks, and I probably would have got a hotel at the beach to record this live. We got a lot of people in here, 317 people on TikTok, and we've got 50 people over there on YouTube. What's going on, guys? Not a great look for DC. You know, let's watch how this develops. Let's take a look at our current temperatures. Let's get into a more local radar. I'm going to turn off the watches and warnings. It's a blizzard for most of you. Let's turn off the watches and warnings. Let's take a look at our surface temperatures. We also got traffic cams and storm chasers out here. So we've got a storm chaser out here. Brandon Kopic is in. He's driving out there. He's driving through Harrisburg right now. Here we go. He's driving through Harrisburg. And rain right now, but this is quickly going to transition over to snow. So here, I'll keep him. Actually, let me put this up. I'll put this down in a corner or something like that. Let's get this over here. Actually, we'll do this. We'll do this. This will make more sense, I think. 1 second, guys. All right. Okay, so. Just kidding, I lied. Okay, we've got a lot of traffic cams up here too, which is pretty awesome. So we'll be able to watch all these as well. Let me pick a traffic cam that we're probably going to see some pretty heavy. Let's get a Baltimore traffic cam on so we can see when heavy snow starts moving into Baltimore. I'm actually going to put one a little bit. Well, we'll do it right in the city, actually, if we can get a good look in the city. That one's down. Let's try this one. That one's ugly. Let's try this one. Come on, give me a high def cam. That one's all right. Let's go this one. I want a good traffic cam. Come on, give me a high quality cam out here. Just north of Baltimore. This is a pretty good one. Let's keep this Baltimore cam on for a little bit. Let's keep this Baltimore cam on for a little bit. Right now I have the Philadelphia. We'll put the Philadelphia cam on there below me. I just want to get this set up so we can, while I'm doing this, we can see if we start getting some heavy transition or transition into heavy snow. There we go. All right. So, all right, that's good. Now, if I turn off this, is this gonna? Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Surface temperatures. Let's get into this. I'll start taking your guys' questions in just a second. Surface temperatures. Here we go. Not bad. We're starting to get freezing already out here. We're still just above freezing through this area. You can see we're anywhere between 35 to 39 degrees. As it continues to precipitate, your temperatures are going to rapidly drop. So I'm not too worried about that. Still obviously above freezing here. This is going to start to drop, though. It's going to start to drop pretty quickly. So not too worried right now. As I spoke about yesterday, the transition into heavy snow looks to me to be between 2 and 3 p.m. Eastern. Meaning 2 to 3 hours. I'm expecting that major transition into heavy snow for some areas. 2 to 3 inches an hour rate of snowfall. So again, you can get snow accumulating right now, though, even with the surface temperatures above freezing, because it is so cold aloft. We have such cold air aloft. Snow totals for New York City. New York City is now, okay. Hang on to your chair. Try not to have a heart attack when I tell you this. New York City is expected to get over 20 inches of snow. Almost 22 inches of snow is expected in New York City, so you can round that up to 2 feet. And you guys could hit that 30-inch mark. That's your high end. So there you go. Now, this has the chance, it does have the chance to break the all-time record for single-day snowfall in New York City in history. Most snowfall in 24 hours. Has a chance to break that. All time. All time. Not daily record, all time. Yeah, Levittown, New York. You guys right now are expected 2 feet of snow with 32 inches on the high end. Yep. Pretty crazy stuff. Right now we've got, again, Philly cam below me. We've got Baltimore out there on the traffic cam, and Brandon Kopic's driving through Harrisburg right now. He's probably headed up towards Long Island, I would assume. Let's see. Is Delaware cooked? Listen, Delaware is not cooked, but it's going to get pretty spicy in Delaware. I mean, the lowest snow you'll probably see in Delaware. I mean, you got even the far southern Delaware is still expected a foot, but you get up towards Wilmington and Dover, and we're talking about anywhere between 18 to 21 inches expected. People on X saying the totals are too high. Thoughts? Yeah, and there's people on X saying that the totals aren't high enough. That's my thoughts. Let's take a look. What's the latest national blend look? The national blend is a conservative model. It usually shows you less snow than it expects you to get. The national blend is saying we're talking about 16 to 18 inches in Philadelphia. We're talking about across Delaware, 18 to 21 inches, 30 inches out there towards Toms River, New Jersey. We're talking about 22 inches into New York City, 24 inches across Long Island, 25 inches into Boston, Rhode Island, 25 to 30 inches, Connecticut, 13 to 18 inches. Baltimore, 5 to 7 inches, close to 4 to 7. DC, Lehigh Valley, 10 to 14 inches. This is our conservative model. The latest HRRR 3 kilometer model. Latest HRRR 3 kilometer model is still. Let's go back. Actually, can we get? This isn't gonna be a good one because let me actually look at something here real quick. Is it still snowing? Yeah, okay, so we got to go back to the 12Z. The 12. Oh my gosh, this is so impressive. The 12Z. The 12Z good short range model HRRR is still expecting 21 inches into Philly, 20 inches into New York City, 24 into Boston. I mean, all crazy totals. All crazy totals.
How much for Center you think I will see a 3-inch band weather changeover, says no.
Santino, $5 super chat. I appreciate you. How much for Central New Jersey? You think I will see a 3-inch band? Weather changeover. Weather changeover says no. What's weather changeover? I mean, we talked about this frontogenesis yesterday. There's a chance that what happens is we get such a steep temperature gradient aloft that we start to see a major band forming. That's a 3 to 4 inch an hour rate band. I think 2 to 3.5 inch an hour rate band. But right next to it, you get that sinking air. So frontogenesis, which is rapidly rising air because of a super sharp temperature gradient. And then you get frontalysis. Right to the west of it, sinking air, because all that rising air is being pulled into the frontogenesis band. And if that happens, so here's the thing. Someone's going to receive way less than they expect, and then all the people on X and Twitter saying, oh, the totals are too high, I told you. But then they're not going to mention the fact that someone got 36 inches of snow. There's never been a storm that just puts a blanket of 20 to 30 inches of snow. There's even in a storm like this, there's still going to be banding. Less banding, it's still going to be more of a blanket, this type of storm, than a clipper. But there's still going to be banding, and especially with this storm, the frontogenesis is possible. So someone's going to way over exceed, and someone's going to way under exceed. But I think the low ends, I don't think anyone avoids. Like, no one in New Jersey and southeastern PA and Delaware and the Hudson Valley, Long Island, Connecticut, Rhode Island, eastern Massachusetts, I don't think anyone is getting like under 8 inches. That's going to be really difficult with this snow. That's going to be really difficult. To really, really, really severely underperform. So, West Haven, Connecticut. I don't know where that is. Again, if you say small cities or towns or counties that I've never heard of, I'm probably not gonna be able to answer your question because I have to look up everything. But I'll tell you, New Haven, 17 inches expected, 25 inches on the high end. Hartford, Connecticut, 13 inches expected, 21 inches on the high end. Waterbury, 18 inches expected, 2 feet on the high end. New London, Connecticut, 18 inches expected, 25 inches on the high end. Stamford, Connecticut, 18 inches expected, 2 feet on the high end. So, there you go. Pretty good stuff. Trenton, yep, you guys are expected to receive 21 inches of snow with 30 inches on the high end. Let's take a look at some of our cams here. Baltimore, hard to tell if it's snowing. That's probably still rain. Baltimore Harbor. Not seeing any snow yet on the cams in Philadelphia. Seaside Heights, not much going on. You've got flakes falling in Times Square. Those are snowflakes. Those are snowflakes in Times Square. I don't know if you guys can see on that camera below me, but those are snowflakes in Times Square. Let's push over to that real quick. All right. You guys can see. You can actually see the flakes, but it looks like it's melting as it hits the surface, which is pretty normal right now with what the temperatures are. But it is falling as snowflakes right now. That's gonna start accumulating, obviously, I think within a couple hours, and it's gonna accumulate very, 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 very fast. Very fast. Yeah, Central Jersey. Central Jersey is still one of these main target areas. We take a look at the high end in Central Jersey, and we are talking about the potential. We're seeing in the high end in New Jersey the potential for 41 inches of snow around Toms River. 40 inches of snow. 3 feet of snow from Long Branch almost all the way down past Surf City. Almost all the way out to, Trenton, 30 inches high end. So, wild stuff. Massachusetts looks like it's going to do pretty good. All right, even Western Massachusetts, you're expected 9 to 12 inches of snow. I would say actually 10 to 14 inches Western Massachusetts. But you get out towards central to eastern Massachusetts, and we're talking about expected totals all the way from 17 to 23 inches of snow. Expected. DC still expected about 3 to 5 inches, in my opinion. I think, yeah, the National Weather Service has a little bit less. I would even maybe put it 4 to 6 inches, but you got to get that snow converting quick and piling up quick. So, Santino, I appreciate you. Do you think Monmouth County, New Jersey could see 3 feet? Probably not. But like 1% chance. I think over 2 feet there is wouldn't be that hard to get. Maybe 20, 30% chance. 15 to 20% chance. Appreciate you, Santino. Erica, what's going on? The Ballista, I appreciate you guys. Squishy, what's going on? Sean B, Diego, IRW, Morgan, Hoboken, Maria, Roger, Angie, Nickel, Angie. Let's see here. Could Baltimore be a big hit or miss? Yeah, Maryland in general is a big hit or miss. Baltimore, you're expected is 6 inches, but your high end is 15 still. It's pretty big. Coming down fairly hard right now. Eastern Long Island, Suffolk County, Long Island. I'm looking out here in the Hamptons. I don't see anything out there in the Hamptons yet. It is coming down pretty good in Times Square. It's kind of wintry mix in Times Square, but you can see snowflakes mixed in. This camera's getting all wet in Seaside Heights.
Do you think I can get a 3.5-inch snow band?
Santino. Yeah, you could. You could end up with a 3.5-inch snow band for an hour or two. Definitely. Santino, I appreciate you. You could. I appreciate the super chat. What do you think banding will set up in New Jersey? Let's take a look at our latest. Let's take a look at our latest radars here. You really want this to start converting over to heavy snow quickly because you've got extremely heavy precipitation rates right now in central New Jersey. So, I mean, if we did dive into one of our models real quick here, let's dive into the latest HRRR, and let's take a look here. Do we see any sort of frontogenesis happening? We'll go back to the 12Z. It does look like we're going to have, let's see this. Central to Western Long Island, maybe New York City does look like a pretty nice band. It does look like you could get a pretty nice band through Trenton as well, in Levittown region. I want to see where the HRRR sees our breaks. It's trying to give us a little bit of a breakthrough here, but this is still inch-an-hour snow, so it's not really major. Let's take a look at... let's pull back to the NAM 3K. Canadian 2.5. Can't believe we're seeing this right now. This is just incredible. Let me actually take a look at the Rufus since it's close enough. Man, Long Island's going to get blasted. None of our short ranges are really giving any sort of indication at significant dry kind of slots due to frontogenesis or just due to dry air injection from the northwest. But you figure there's going to be some, and I'm trying to think about the tilt of this storm and what's going on up to the northwest. 1 second, guys. It's tough. It's tough to tell right now. This is already looking really, really impressive. This is such a heavy bulk of precipitation right here. Obviously, there's a little bit of drier air through this region right now, but I expect this all to fill in. So let's get down to our actual radar here. Look at this band in southern Delaware. Insane. This looks like an eye wall to me. This looks like an eye wall to me. That is crazy. Here's the low is basically right here. This thing is setting up like an eye wall. This is so insane. It's so insane to see. What are our current winds out here? We're probably waiting for these to start to gust a little higher. Let's take a look at our current wind speeds out here. Yep, nothing too crazy yet, but it's coming. It's coming. One other thing I want to look at. Let me get back into traffic cams here. And we do have some up on Long Island. Let's take a look up here. There we go. We've got some snow falling. Yep, we've got snow falling. It doesn't look like it's quite accumulating yet on Long Island, but some pretty heavy snowflakes falling across Long Island. Look at that. Pretty heavy snowflakes falling across Long Island there. We'll keep Long Island up there. We've also got I-83 down in Maryland. We've got 495. Long Island, heavy snow falling. Will Philly see... Did you really just ask, will Philly see snow? Philly is projected to get over 20 inches of snow right now. That's the expected totals. Philly will see... Yes. I know they said like 9 inches into Philly. I'll be shocked if you only get 9 inches of snow in Philly. I know people were saying that's what the local news is saying. That just seems crazy to me. That seems crazy to me. Let's keep this Long Island cam up. Let's keep this Maryland or Baltimore cam up. And let's keep the Storm Chaser, Brandon Kopic. Let's keep his cam up. He's heading out. Looks like in the Long Island direction, but we'll watch. I'd go give him a follow if you guys don't. Already follow him. Let's see. Rain in Philly. It's starting as rain, but it's gonna transition over. Yep. What's expected in Indiana? Let's look at potential snow totals in Indiana over the next 72 hours. Central to southern Indiana, a dusting. Now, north central Indiana, 4 inches expected. You get up towards Morgan City, South Bend, Union Mills, Rolling Prairie, Mill Creek. Up in that region, up towards Michigan City, we're talking about maybe 7 inches expected over the next 72 hours. Totals have really continuously gone up for everyone. So, height of the storm, I don't know. It's going to be a very tall. It's going to be a very tall storm. All right. Right now, it's probably not that the heights probably aren't insane, but it's 1,000 millibar low pressure right now, I believe. But it's about to enter into bombogenesis. It's probably already started that cycle into bombogenesis. It's going to drop over 40 millibars over the next less than 24 hours, probably 18 hours, and we're going to have a storm pushing up into the stratosphere. Any of these toes off the back of my hand. Wait, off the back. Wait, that off the back. That doesn't make any sense, Emmanuel. What does it look like? It'll snow the heaviest in Philly. Here, let's take a. Well, let's go here. We almost have the 18Z. We almost have the 18Z HRRR out, but I'll use the 12Z right now for heaviest snow totals in Philly. Probably going to get very heavy snow as we get into around 8 p.m. I mean, it could be earlier than that. We could get extremely heavy snow totals as early as 5 p.m. all the way through until maybe 4 in the morning. About 12 hours of pretty heavy snow. 5 p.m. this afternoon, it could transition into heavy snow and be snowing pretty heavy until early in the morning tomorrow. Thoughts on Annapolis, Maryland? Well, let's take a look. Your totals have gone up as well. The National Weather Service is expecting 8 inches now with 16 inches on the high end. I can get on board with that. Waiting to see all this snow accumulation. It's going to be a little bit. I'm not just going to be streaming right now. I'm going to get off probably around 2 Central, so 3 Eastern. And then I'm going to be back on tonight when things really start to crank up again. It's going to be a late night for me. I'm probably not even going to turn this whole setup off. I'm just going to leave it running. I might even leave it running with. I might even just put a stream up without me on it. Local news is saying 8 to 12 into Trenton. Yes, I think there'll be more, Keegan. Yeah, local news always underestimates because they're trying to be safe. They don't want to be alarmist, but they also don't want to get trolled if they're wrong because people always, they love to hate on meteorologists and weathermen. Yeah, your expected total from the National Weather Service, and this is where the Weather Channel gets all of their data from, your expected total in Trenton is 21 inches. So yes, they're being very safe by telling you 8 to 12. I think, like I said, if you were to get 8 inches, I think your absolute low end, if you have the worst day ever, like I always say, like flamethrowers come up from underground in Trenton and they just start shooting fire at the sky to melt all the snow. Worst day ever, you still get 8 inches of snow. Like, that's your low end. Guys, yeah. Emmanuel, wait, Emmanuel, you're not out here. Listen, if you guys are out working, you got to be careful. People should be considering getting home if they're in the Mid-Atlantic, especially Mid-Atlantic, New England coast here. They should be considering getting home if they can, if they're allowed to leave early, if they can work from home. Jordan, Sarah, appreciate you. Dominic, what's going on? I appreciate you. Will South Jersey get 3 feet of snow? I think someone in Jersey is going to get close to 3 feet of snow. Could be South Jersey, but we're gonna transition into snow a little bit quicker into Central Jersey. So, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, you are expected up there about a foot of snow with 15 inches on the high end. No, excuse me. Excuse me. Do you want to come say hi? All right, come on. Put the Swiffer down. You can push. Put the Swiffer down. Do you need help? Okay, come here. No, put the Swiffer down. Come say hi to Stream. He's gonna come say hi to Stream.
Stream right there.
Okay, what do you want to say to Stream?
Say
Say hi, Stream.
hi, Stream. Just the road. That's good.
Yeah, what are we looking at? Can you tell them what we're looking at right now?
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
They're looking at cars.
Yeah, we're looking at cars. That's right. Okay, say bye, Stream.
Hey, bye, Stream.
All right, I'll be out there in a little bit. Yeah, that's Climate Corner Jr. That's actually what I named him. His first name's Climate, his middle name's Corner. My wife's super mad I named him that. No, I'm kidding. Maybe you guys are nice. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, he's a cutie. It's snowing in Ocean, Maryland already. Wasn't supposed to start till sunset. I don't think it wasn't supposed to start till sunset. Well, it depends what time. What's your sunset out there? I was thinking closer to 4. But if it is snowing there, but it's not about if it's snowing though. It's about if it's accumulating. I could see snowflakes falling. I 100% yesterday was looking at it saying we could have snowflakes falling in the afternoon in Maryland. It's about when your accumulation starts. You may be above. Kimber with the $20 super chat, and that's cute. Kimber, that was extremely generous. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh. How does Northeastern Maryland look for totals? Pretty good. Your totals have continued to shoot up. We're talking 14, 15 plus. Yeah. No, I'm not surprised if there's big snowflakes falling out there in Maryland, Ocean City either. It's because the air is so cold aloft in Maryland. I thought it could be. It can easily snow when it's 38, 39 degrees. It's about the accumulation. So I don't know. I don't quite know. Starting to see a little bit of precipitation in the Hamptons out there. Still a mix kind of snow in New York City. Let's see. Do we have Ocean City cams? Let's see if we have Ocean City traffic cams. I don't think we do. Wait, Ocean City, Maryland. Where are we again? Just too much going on. We do have Ocean City traffic cams. It's very blurry. I don't think that's going to show me anything. Let's try this one. Oh, yeah, there's flakes. I saw some flakes going across the screen here. Yeah, you can see flakes. It's hard to tell, but you can see. Look closely. You guys see the snowflakes? There they are. Yeah. It's pretty good. You're under a lot of green on the radar. It's pretty good you're getting flakes already. I think that's a pretty good sign. I'd agree you're probably a little bit ahead of schedule, which is exactly what you want to push towards your high-end totals. Yeah. Gloucester, Virginia. Is it time to run the intro? Is it time to run the intro? Just north of Newport News. You guys are expected around 3 inches of snow, with the high end closer to 6 to 8 inches. All right, listen, let's, I got to grab a Red Bull. Let's roll the intro real quick. Let's see if we have anything nice going on any of these cams. We're starting to get some snow into Seaside Heights. I'm seeing the snowfall. Still got some snow falling into Times Square. Obviously, we can see here we're snowing heavy. 495. Half Hollow Hills Road West, that's Long Island. We've got some snow falling as well. 695, this is Maryland, right around Baltimore. Snowflakes falling. Brandon Kopic is currently driving through Cumberland County, PA. And it looks like he's got a little wintry mix of sleet and snow falling there as well. We're going to continue to look everywhere, and I'm going to continue to answer questions. I'm going to tell you all right now, whatever your local news is telling you you're going to get, increase those totals by at least 4 inches. Local news is always going to be conservative with your totals. I'm not saying that you couldn't get what the local news is telling you, but from what I've been hearing, a lot of the local news is giving you your low end possibilities, which is fine. They don't want to like tell you you're going to get 18 and then you get 10 and you're mad and upset. But if you're local, like the local news is saying like 18 to 12 into Philly. If Philly gets under 12 inches, I'll be pretty surprised. And these totals have continued to go up. The storm has continued to look deeper, like a deeper low. It's continued to have a little bit of a western shift. It's everything that you've wanted it to happen to get more snow has continued to happen. So push your totals up a little bit from what the local news is telling you. Someone's going to get closer to their low end, and that's fine. That always happens. But I'm telling you right now, from what I've been hearing and from all the storms I've watched, the local news is giving you totals that don't really make too much sense. Like someone said, like 8 or 9 inches into Trenton. Like, I will literally sell all of my streaming equipment if you guys get 8 inches of snow into Trenton. Like, it's unbelievable. I'd push yours up by 6 inches. We're going to run the intro. Give me a second. I got to grab a Red Bull, all right? Boom. Ow. Take it to the bank, cash it. I'm always right. I've never been wrong about anything my entire life. Everything I've ever said has come true.
We look a lot at the moon.
There it is. They look at the moon for our winter forecast. We've had 4 or 5 wiener wrist zones this week. Really need this Red Bull. Oh, yeah.
We'll do it live.
Oh, yeah. Daddy needs some coffee.
Bob donated $1,000 and says, Connor, you are the best weatherman and you're very tall.
Thank you, Bob. All right. All right. Let's make sure we're doing good here. Listen, I appreciate everyone being in here. I'm going to be streaming, like I said, for 2-3 hours right now, and then I'm going to be getting back on around 8:30, doing another 2-3 hours. I appreciate anyone who's gifted super chat it. You don't have to. Always appreciate it. I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm grinding. A sub and a follow means the world to me if you like this type of content. Also, I have a Discord. The link to my Discord's it's in all of my YouTube videos. It's a completely free Discord to join. We have over 600 people in there, all weather enthusiasts. Everything we look at, all the maps, snow total maps, severe weather outlooks, tornado outlooks, volcano outlooks. I know it doesn't make any sense. Everything is in there. Everything weather related, updated every day, is in my Discord. It's completely free to join. You just click the link in any of my YouTube videos or just add Connor's Climate Corner on Discord. So if you want to join that or follow us up, means the world to me. Let's keep going. I got my Red Bull. I've got energy. Let's go. Update on totals for Marlboro, New Jersey. Is that where the cigarettes are made? I must have typed that in wrong because this can't find it. Oh, got it. Oh, you're in a good spot. You're in a good spot, sir. You're in a good spot, sir. Let's, 2.5 feet. 2.5 feet. You could approach 2.5 feet. I'd say I expect you to get 2 feet of snow with 3 feet on the high end. You're in a good spot. Good for you. If you like snow. If you don't, you're screwed. Did you know Red Bull gives you wings? Listen, it's true. They're actually tucked in under my jacket. Lower Buck. Yep. Shout out Levittown. I lived there for a while. Lower Bucks County. You guys are going to have a great day. You're expected over 20 inches of snow with 30 inches on the high end. Fantastic. Baltimore, yeah, your totals are continued to push up. You guys are expected 6 to 7 inches now with 15 inches on the high end. Toms River, New Jersey. Toms River has the chance to get the most snow of anyone in the Northeast with this storm. Toms River right now is expecting almost 2.5 feet of snow. Your high end in Toms River, if you get good banding and quick turnover into snow, you ready for this? 40 inches of snow. Toms River is going to get very close. Toms River might break their all-time record in history. $2 super chat from Kev. How was 20-ish miles north of Trenton looking? It's looking pretty good. 20 inches expected. 6 inches on the high end. Boston, you guys are expecting 19 inches with 32 inches on the high end. Very nice. Let's take a look at Baltimore Harbor. Why aren't we live? Let's refresh this. Come on, Baltimore. Let's get this live. Okay, there we go. Philly, nothing crazy going on. Seaside Heights, still got some snowfall. Rate of precipitation is increasing in Times Square. Still a wintry mix. Hampton's not too much going on out there. Obviously, we're still snowing. Very nice. 495 through Long Island. Decent snow coming down. I-83 around Baltimore. Or wait. Oh, yeah. 695 to I-83. Baltimore. Brandon Kopic's driving through Cumberland County right now. Still some wintry mix there. Kev, I appreciate the $2 super chat. Rhode Island looks pretty good. I mean, your lowest expected totals in Long Island right now is 15 to 20 inches. Remember, you could get under your expected, but that would be what we call an underperformance, and it happens sometimes with banding. But these are your expected totals. Well, yeah, I mean, we could see anywhere between 15 to 35 inches across Long Island, depending on where you are. Long Island's going to make a push for 3 feet. We'll see if it actually happens. 15 to 20 miles north of New York City. What are you up in there in the Hudson Valley? We're looking at potentially 18 to 19 inches expected snowfall, so 1.5 feet with 26 inches on the high end. I love this. Laugh out loud. Brittany said, yeah, I know. Me too. I just am so mad that I lived literally right. Oh, wait, I keep doing this. I lived right here 7 months ago. And now, I mean, we got 14 inches in the 2 years I was living there combined. And they're going to get they have the chance to get double that with one storm. I cannot believe you guys are going to have more snow in New York City, Philadelphia, a lot of these areas out here on the season than we do in Minneapolis right now. I mean, we're at 30 inches, all right? We're at 30 inches in Minneapolis. I'm not complaining, but we average 52. But March, I think we get some big snow in March. All right, north central Massachusetts. But you know what? You guys deserve this. It's been such a snow drought out here. You deserve this. But I want to tell you one thing really quickly before I keep answering questions. One thing really quickly. And I don't want to hear anyone in the Mid-Atlantic or New England say this. Mid-Atlantic or the New England coast disagree with me. No one complains more about snow. Well, I would say than people from New Jersey specifically. But the Mid-Atlantic, I mean, Fisher, not right now. Daddy's streaming, okay? Thank you. No one complains more about snow than Mid-Atlantic. Now, you guys have been on an ultra 5-year snow drought, so fine. But I don't want to hear anyone, and I'm looking at you, New Jersey. I don't want to hear anyone complain about snow for the next minimum 4 years. I'll give you 4 years. If it gets to 5 again, you can complain again. Because you guys are about to break your 100-year average across most of New Jersey by 20 inches this year. You're going to smash it. So, don't want to hear anything from you New Jerseyans or most of you in Mid-Atlantic about how bad your snow has been and how you're never going to see big snow again because of global warming or whatnot. I don't want to hear it. Now, once we get into 30, 31, if you've had a horrible snow drought for the last 4 years, I give you my permission to start complaining again. You're 100% allowed to start complaining again. All right. Philly high end. Yes, Philly high end. 30 inches. Berks County, or did you mean Bucks County? All right, Berks, I don't know where Berks County is. You got to tell me. You got to give me a little bit of help here. Still a snow drought even after the storm? No. You can't look at droughts I mean, this is ending the snow drought. That's not how it works. You don't need to get enough snow now to make up for the last 5 years. That's why you look at 100-year. We're looking at 100-year averages. So, this is what happens. 5 years of bad snow years is not a lot. That's not a huge drought in the grand scheme of things. When we're talking about the climate, it has happened before. The Mid-Atlantic has had, I think, an 8-year drought that was worse than this 5-year drought. And then they had the 80s where Philadelphia saw 30 inches of snow every single year. You get big years that clump together with way above average snow, and then you get years that clump together with way below average. It's just normal. Philadelphia averages 16 to 18 inches a year, and that's based off of 100 years. But there's going to be years where Philadelphia gets 4 inches, or there's going to be years where Philadelphia gets 40. That's just how it works. But it is frustrating when you go year after year without a nor'easter when you're used to getting them once every year, once every 2 years. Burst to the left of Bucks. Oh, it is? You guys are looking pretty good out here. 18 inches expected. Could get 2 feet on the high end. Not too shabby. Pretty good. What's snowfall totals for Chester County, PA? Isn't that like right around Philly? Or am I going crazy? Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's just say Philadelphia. Listen, Chester County, 21 inches is expected with 28 inches on the high end. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Let's turn back on the jams. Happy Sunday, everyone, by the way. Oh, and I forgot to say, go USA. We just swept the Canadians in the gold medal match in hockey. We just beat them at their own game. Not only did the women kick their you-know-whats, so did the men. Let me just do one thing really quick, and then we're going to do a speed round, and I'm going to answer as many questions as possible, okay? Okay? Just real quick. Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Nope, let's go back over here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. One second before we go into speed round here. All right. Can we sort? Hold up. Why is this taking me so long? Hold up. Hold up. This is extremely important to me. Okay. But this should say USA women's and men's. All right? There it is. There's the sweep. Double gold medalists. You love to see it. All right, let's do a speed round so I can answer as many questions as possible. I know a lot of people have questions about their snow totals. We can get into that. All right. We'll get into expected snow totals. We can get into timing. All the fun stuff. And yeah, I mean, I pretty much agree with the National Weather Service at this point. All right, get your questions ready. Get your questions ready. Load them up. Again, I'm just going to tell you this, and I always say it, and no one listens to me, or very little people listen to me. When we get into the speed round, it's starting to snow nice on Long Island. These are some heavy snowflakes up here. When I do my speed round, if you ask me about a small town or city or county that I've never heard of, I'm going to skip and not answer you because in a speed round, I can't take time to look it up. So either tell me how far you are from a major city or tell me geographically where you're located in the state, like South Central, Southeast, North Central, or I'm just going to skip over because in speed round, after the speed round, I'll answer you, but I want to answer as many people's questions as possible right now. Okay? Are we ready? All right, let's do it.
Speed round initiated.
New York City high end amounts 30 inches. Camden County, New Jersey, high end, 30 inches. DC, expect it, I would say 6 inches, high end, 10 inches. South Jersey timing, as we get into around 4 p.m., we could start transitioning to heavy snow. It could be as late as 6 p.m., but late afternoon, early evening, and you guys are going to be whipping snow as we get into late tonight. Call it 8 p.m. on. Long Island expected totals really across the entire island. That Long Island, your expected totals are 20 plus inches, and we could see 2.5 feet plus somewhere on Long Island. Central Virginia, I wouldn't expect much, but hey, 2 to 5 inches is possible if you get a quick turnover with some nice snow banding. Yeah, Berks County, we're talking about 18 inches expected with 2 feet on the high end. Yes, PB, I said that. Yes, PB. The National Weather Service has updated Washington, D.C., expected 3 inches, high end 10 inches. I'm thinking there's a chance you guys overdo that expected amount. It's cold. Very cold aloft. North Central Maryland. Love it. 10 inches expected. 16 inches on the high end. Baltimore. We could. There's a. I'm taking a look here. We've got a heavy kind of band forming in here, and this could put, depending on how quickly we turn over here, we could get some very heavy snow briefly in the next 2 hours into DC and or transitioning over the next 2 hours into DC and Baltimore and get you started off good. Look at this snow falling out here on Long Island now. Let's go, baby. Look at that. All right, let's get this back to where it's supposed to be. All right. Northeastern PA. Right now, up in northeastern PA, we're looking like 15 inches expected with 21 to 22 inches on the high end. Long Island, the whole island, 20 plus inches. Someone's going to get over 2 feet on Long Island. 2.5 maybe. 20 miles south of Toms River, 20 inches realistic? Yes. Yes. Very realistic, 20 inches. Yes. Yes. I think you're going to get it. All right. If only the snow is sticking in Long Island right now. No, but it wasn't supposed to start sticking yet, Willis. Oh, you said this is not Willis. That's your name? Not Willis. It wasn't supposed to start sticking yet. Your totals are taking into account that it's not going to stick right away. So don't worry. That it's good that it's snowing heavy right now in portions of Long Island because that's cooling the surface temperatures, priming them for the snow to begin accumulating quickly. 15 miles west of Staten Island. Where's... Oh, crap. Okay, I should know where Staten Island is. I think that's where my stepmom grew up. All right. 50 miles west of Staten Island. You guys are expected around 20 inches of snow, 26 inches on the high end. Fairfield County, Connecticut, 1 hour east of New York City. So you guys are right down in there. Let's take a look. I would call that northeast. All right, we're gonna call it here 18 inches, 1.5 feet expected with over 2 feet on the high end. Minerville, Long Island, doesn't matter where you are on Long Island, you're going to push 1.5 feet to 2 feet. I mean, everywhere on Long Island. Long Island, anywhere you are is expected 20 to 25 inches. That's expected. Bronx, New York. Bronx, New York is expected 20 inches of snow with 28 inches on the high end. 10 miles southeast of Philly. Not a bad spot to be. We're talking about 20 inches expected, 28 inches on the high end. Southeastern Virginia, we're talking about 2 inches expected, 5 inches on the high end. 20 miles west of Philly, Burlington County. You guys are getting it this time. Yeah, about 21 inches expected. You guys could push 28 inches there as well. Newport News. Yeah, Newport News, It's going to be very hit or miss here. Right now, you guys are expected 1.5 inches with potentially up to 3 to 4 inches on the high end. Northeast Philly. Doesn't really matter. Well, I mean, this whole area around Philly is expecting between 19 to 21 inches with close to 30 on the high end. Really, the whole Philly metro. It doesn't matter where you are, northeast, south. It's a pretty good spot. Do the GFS trend it so far east? Will that have any effect on New York City? What the GFS does right now, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's a global model. You don't look at global models as the storm's going on. I don't care. I don't care. What I do care about is what does the 18Z HRRR do? That's our short range at this range. And we'll take a look at what that does. Let me see if there's been any trend. The HRRR is actually trending a little bit of sleet off the coast of New Jersey and putting more snow down into New Jersey. Let's take a look here. The new HRRR is putting the low pressure closer to the shore. So our short range is bringing the snow. It's actually not really moving where the snow falls much, but it is putting some heavier totals in. Let's refresh this again. 1 second, guys. Let me look at this real quick. This is important. Winter. All right, latest HRRR. Totals are going up for portions of Long Island, going up for portions of New Jersey, not moving for Philly, going up for central New Jersey, going up for Connecticut, going up for, let's see. Overall, it's an increase in snow. A little bit, especially for Jersey, Philly area, central Jersey. All right. Lancaster, PA. You guys are expected right now 9 inches of snow with 19 inches on the high end. I think you guys could overperform the expected of 9 inches. $5 super chat from Kev. When will it start snowing 20 miles north of Trenton?
Will it start snowing 20 miles north of Trenton?
Couple hours. I mean,
Raining our end.
yeah, no, I mean, it'll probably start snowing in an hour, but accumulating it's going to be maybe 2 to 3 hours. I would assume. $5 super chat. I appreciate you, Kev. Is snow thunder possible anywhere? It's possible in a lot of areas out here, yeah. It's always really hard to tell where that's going to happen. I believe in those frontogenesis bands like I was talking about earlier that could form somewhere around New York City or Long Island. Could bring with it some thunder snow. I honestly don't know Nova Scotia totals right now. I haven't looked at it. I mean, I could take a look at the European, I guess, really quickly. Let me take a look at the European real quickly. For Nova Scotia, man, I'm going to have to go to like, I can't see it anywhere. North America. A good foot of snow is expected across Nova Scotia. Yeah, a good foot of snow is expected across Nova Scotia. Maybe 12 to 18 inches across most of it. I mean, you could overdo that. Let me actually hit northeast. Yeah, I mean, Nova Scotia, we could be pushing 16 inches to 2 feet of snow. Yep. All right. Okay. I'm still in a speed round. I need to be answering these questions quickly. Let me go to the latest national blend, by the way. This is a good thing to look at. Let's take a look at our latest national blend. Let me push in here Mid-Atlantic. Latest national blend still showing absolutely bonker numbers. 17 inches into Philly, 19 inches into New York City, 30 inches into Boston, still almost 30 inches into Tom's River. So pretty good snow total still on the latest national blend. Still raining in Levittown, PA. Where's the snow? It's coming. Don't worry about that. You'll transition into heavy snowflakes, I think, within an hour, and then you'll start getting accumulation a little bit after that. Just remember, anyone who's worried about that it's raining, it was always supposed to be raining. Well, wintry mix rain right now. There's no surprises that have happened yet. There's no surprises that have happened yet. It's actually snowing a little bit earlier than I thought it would in Long Island. I'd say that's the only surprise. Where's the dry slot, you think? I don't think we're really going to be dealing with the dry slot, but I think, like I said, we could be dealing with frontalysis from frontogenesis, so a slot of sinking air. And I don't know where that's going to be. Honestly, this is very hard to tell. Nor'easters try to put snow down everywhere. It's not, you don't the banding is much harder to tell on this than it is with a clipper. What's the effect of El Nino coming? Typically a less active hurricane season, but for next winter, which should be El Nino. Cooler than average temperatures in the south with above average chances for snowfall in the south for next winter. Drier, warmer conditions in northern tier states, but not every El Nino is the same. Not every La Nina is the same. There's other oscillation in water temperatures, things that can change it. I mean, the Pacific Northwest is supposed to get slammed with moisture in a La Nina, and they've had a below average year moisture-wise and cold air-wise. Called it, by the way. So, and that's because there were other factors that made it not so much of a La Nina year. Southern Lancaster County. I'm guessing that's where Lancaster is. Yeah, Southern Lancaster County, we're talking about 12 inches expected. Maybe we could get around 18 inches on the high end. Virginia Beach area, we're looking at an inch expected, 4 inches on the high end, according to the National Weather Service. I haven't been in the streams in a while. But you've been crushing it, Connor. Love the streams and vids always. James, I appreciate you. Seriously, I really appreciate that. It's been snowing in Dover, Delaware for an hour now. Yeah, nice. But has it been accumulating yet? Let's take a look at some of our live streams. This should be live here. Okay, nothing that much happening in Philly. Still getting some precipitation in Times Square. Heavy snow on I-495, Half Hollow Hills Road up in Long Island. And a little bit of precipitation still just around Baltimore. Cumberland County, PA. You can see Brandon Kopic still driving through that. We're waiting on some heavy stuff to start. We'll keep watching. Ground is covered in central Delaware with snow. It's probably because you're getting just such ridiculous rates that your air is cooling quicker. Let's take a look at the temperatures there. If you were telling the truth, this is what I'm talking about. Notice, why is it 34 degrees here, but it's 38 degrees to your east, and it's 39 degrees to your west? Well, heavy precipitation cools the air rapidly, and you are in a heavy, heavy band through Maryland, so you're down to close to freezing at the surface, and it's snowing heavy enough that you're already getting accumulation, and you're above freezing right now. Yep, and that's going to happen. Nice, Tiffany. Yep, and that's going to happen to some of you guys, where you're like, oh, we're 36 degrees. It's not going to start snowing for a long, or it's not going to start accumulating for a long time. And 30 minutes later, it starts accumulating because it's snowing so heavy. It doesn't care about your surface temps. How much for Northern Jersey? Nice. That's good. You guys are early. You guys are early in Delaware. How much for Northern Jersey? We're talking about 2 feet expected, 30 inches on the high end. All right, give me one sec, guys. I will be right back. I'll be very quick. Give me 1 second. Be right back. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. $2 super chat from Joey. What will snow totals be in Lancaster? We got a lot of people from Lancaster, huh? I appreciate that $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Where did Lancaster go? We're out here. 21 inches. Wait. No, where? There it is. 9 inches expected, 19 inches on the high end. I think you guys will get closer to 11 inches. I do. I really appreciate that $2 super chat, Joey. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let me turn this off real quick. I'm just going to run to the restroom real quick, and I'll be right back. We will continue to watch this, talk about it. Be right back. I'm back. I'm back. By the way, for whoever's in my Discord, weather photos. If you want to join my Discord, there's a link in every single one of my YouTube videos on my YouTube page. Like I said earlier, over 600 people in there right now. We're trying to grow it. All weather enthusiasts, all your temperature updates, snow updates, severe weather updates, hurricane updates. Everything is in there, updated every single day. Every single thing we look at. But for people in my Discord, or add me Connor's Climate Corner on Discord. If you see anything cool, any cool weather pics, post it in the weather pics today. I'll share some of the pictures. Try not to dox yourself. I'll share some of the pictures during this stream. Definitely. I will. Let me know. Especially if you're out here in the Mid-Atlantic or New England, when you start getting snow accumulation, let me know what city or county you're in. And because I want to know when people start getting accumulating snow. All right. Let me know. Climate Cruise, my ground correspondence. Yeah, Northern New Jersey is going to get a lot. Did they just update this again? 20 inches expected into Philadelphia for the national. Did this just update? Wait, hold up. Insane totals out here. All right, so let's look at this. Now, here's what's interesting. The National Weather Service says Philadelphia expected snow totals 20 inches. But they say you have about a 50% chance to receive a foot. And they give you about a 30% chance to receive 20 inches. Now, they're saying expected is 20 inches, but then they're saying it's a 30% chance you hit 20 inches. I would say 14 inches is a good bet for Philly. I'm just not going to be shocked if Philadelphia gets 20 inches. This snow. You're going to transition into heavy snow here shortly. What do you think about the model shifting the storm east? Numbers dropped drastically, Berks County. I just looked at the latest HRRR and it shifted the storm west. What model is shifting the storm east? If you're looking at the GFS, we don't care about the GFS global on the short range. What model are we looking at? Are we looking at the GFS for that? GFS actually increases your snow totals in central to southern Delaware. Increases your snow totals in portions of around Atlantic City, New Jersey. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to look at the. Are you looking at the GFS? Oh, it was the NAM. Let's take a look at the NAM. Let's take a look at the NAM. Yeah, so there's a shift east on the NAM. So it puts it lowers snow totals for some, but obviously greatly raises snow totals for others. I mean, the NAM puts another 4 to 5 inches along the Jersey coast. The NAM increases your snow totals slightly in the New York City. The NAM increases your snow totals into Rhode Island. The NAM increases your snow totals into eastern Massachusetts. So it depends where you are. Yes, if you're on the western flank of this storm, it's decreasing snow totals on the NAM. The latest HRRR, though, which is a better model to look at right now, isn't doing that. The latest HRRR is not shifting the storm east almost like at all. Like at all. And this is a 3-kilometer model. This is our best technically short range model, and the HRRR isn't doing any sort of eastern shift. Like at all. What's the Rufus doing? Because the Rufus is it's a crappy snow model, but it's good short range still. The Rufus shifts our storm to the west. So is the Rufus 2 or 3 kilometers? The Rufus is 3 kilometers as well. So we have I'm looking at 2 3-kilometer models shifting our storm to the west or staying where it is versus one 3-kilometer NAM shifting it east. So again, don't just look at one model, compare them. I mean, I'm telling you, What are you going to do? I mean, the models don't agree, which is interesting at this time frame that one is going so far east. National blend. Let's look at this because this is going to show us what are the models doing. Let's take a look at it together, guys. Let's take a look at it together. What are the models doing collectively? Because who cares what one model is doing at this point? What are our models doing collectively? Maybe they are all shifting east significantly. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the most updated compared to our last run. There you go. A very, very small shift. But you see some... Okay, so here's what's interesting. You see the snow out. That's the snow line in the ocean shifting west. You see the snow line out west shifting in. This isn't shifting the snow at all. It's just compressing it inwards. So this isn't the National Blend, which takes 100 members, including all the NAM members in the Euro and the GFS and HRRR. It's not moving the storm. It's compressing the storm. You see the snow line move in from the east, and you see the snow line move in from the west, and you see the totals go up in between. The totals go up in Philly on the latest National Blend. The totals stay right around it. They're within 0.05, or they're within a half inch, the same in most of New Jersey. Long Island, same thing. They go up a little bit in eastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island. You take a look. They actually go up a little bit in Delaware and eastern Maryland. So it's compressing the storm on the National Blend. Don't stare at one model right now. I would just look at the National Blend and the National Weather Service. What do I think about Philly? Well, I think that the latest National Blend is a pretty good sign of what you could see, 16 to 17 inches. I think it could be more than that. The National Weather Service still likes 20 inches into Philly, but we're going to see if it updates based on some of these new short-range runs. We'll see if it updates based on some of these new short-range runs. Oh, my God. It is snowing so heavy through portions of Long Island right now. Seaside Heights. I might want to get a better cam out there. Oh, this is okay. Let's get relive again in Philly. Let me look at this. All right, it's coming down. Okay, here we go. Expected totals. Philadelphia still sitting at 20 inches expected from the National Weather Service. Okay, we'll see if this updates soon. Southern Nassau, Long Island, flurries, but not sticking. But that's good. Once you get the flurries, that's very good. It's going to cool your air, and it's gonna cool the surface temperatures quickly, so you start getting accumulation. Gigi, I appreciate you. Gigi, I really appreciate you. Deb, Jack, Sarah, Jordan, Dominic, Erica B, Newark weather cam and PA cam. Well, I mean, I've got some good. I mean, this is a pretty good cam of downtown Philly. I'm gonna really quickly pull up a different New Jersey cam. Let's go Jersey Shore live cam. There's some out on the beach, but a lot of there's some good cams out here. But even the beach one, it's just got a bunch of rain all over it. This isn't a bad one. I like this. This is a pretty good one. Still some rain on it and whatnot, but at least we'll be able to see once we start getting rapid snow accumulation. So I think that's a decent one right now. I want a better Baltimore. I couldn't find any good Baltimore live cams on here. I found some decent ones on like all the decent Baltimore cams are all oh, actually is it where no, that's Philly. Oh, is this going to transition here? Oh, I like this. This is transitioning through counties right now. Is this live though? Okay, that's good. That's good for Philly. Really quickly, let me pull up a good Baltimore cam. Everything is in the harbor in Baltimore. Why are all your cameras in the harbor? I don't care about the harbor. I don't care about the harbor. All the Baltimore cams are in the... Baltimore is just terrible. I can never find a good Baltimore cam. I just can't. But it's okay because we actually have a Baltimore highway cam up right here. So we can actually see that there's snow falling there. That's the middle one here on the right. So there we go. King of Prussia. This is transitioning through PA. Doylestown, PA right there below me. Good snow falling. All right, let's get back to answering some questions. I don't understand why you're saying Northern Jersey 20, but the Weather Channel is saying 13, because I'm getting my information directly from the National Weather, a mix of the National Weather Service and a mix of the National Blend. So the Weather Channel can say what they want. Let's take a look. Live updates. We'll take a look at the Weather Channel. Let's take a look at what they are saying. Today... here, let's go. What's a good zip code? Let's say Newark. Newark, New Jersey. All right, let's see what they're saying for Newark, New Jersey. Totals. Let's take a look. Is it going to give me snow totals for today? Okay, here we go. Today, is it going to give me snow totals? No. Very helpful, Weather Channel. Very helpful. No, you're just not going to give any snow totals. Got it. Not on their website. Okay. All right. No snow totals. Got it. Let's see what, and I hate Apple Weather. I hate Apple Weather, but we're close enough. Let's see what Apple Weather says. We're just going to use Newark since we're in New Jersey. All right. Apple Weather thinks for Newark, New Jersey. What is it expected for Newark, New Jersey? About 25 inches. Well, okay, let's see. Yeah, 8 inches expected with up to 30 inches. That's Apple Weather in Newark, New Jersey. You guys, I think a lot of you, the problem you're doing is you're just looking at today and you're forgetting that half of the snow is going to be tomorrow. If you guys are looking at your weather apps or anything and you're looking at the snow totals for today, you're only looking at half your snow. This storm, it's going to be snowing through tonight for like another 8 hours tomorrow. And for some of you, especially as you get up there towards North New Jersey, a lot of your snow is coming tomorrow. So you shouldn't be looking at your snow totals for today. You should be doing a little math and adding today and tomorrow. The Weather Channel says you're getting 8 inches today. You got to add the snowfall for tomorrow too. It's probably what you guys are doing. Not all of you, some of you. Trenton, New Jersey. So the National Weather Service, what I'm looking at here is snowfall over the next 72 hours. Well, this is the next 66 hours. Because some of you, it's going to be snowing for over 24 hours. Deanna said, good point, I'm not in the mood. The models keep decreasing snow in Baltimore. The National Blend has not decreased. Well, the National Blend has slightly decreased snow in Baltimore by about a half inch. By about a half inch. So that's all the models blended together. Southern Delaware still looking pretty good. Yeah, over a foot. 12 inches to 18 inches expected. Closer to probably 15 to 16 inches expected. Most of Rhode Island's looking good. 20 to 23 inches expected. Ground's covered down here already in Salisbury. Nice. Anyone posting anything in weather photos yet? Yeah, let me know if you get any good photos of what's happening there. Fox showed an eye development which actually turned into a heart. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hard to see, but coming down hard. Kay, where are you? Why is it raining in South Jersey? It was always... Oh, my gosh. This was always supposed to start as rain, guys. This was always supposed to start as rain. It was not supposed to start heavily snowing and accumulating at 38 degrees. Don't worry. Do not worry in South Jersey if it's raining. It was supposed to be raining. Your snow totals that have been projected were projected based on the fact that it was supposed to start as rain. Don't worry. I know I'll get asked that a lot more, though. G-Mary, I appreciate you. Frankie, I appreciate you. Don't worry. When is rain changing into snow in southeastern PA? You should be seeing snow falling very shortly here. Accumulation maybe in the next couple hours starts. Where do you want pics posted? On the Discord, in the one that says weather photos. Yeah. Thanks, Brandon. How fast will the snow accumulate when it does? It depends. We were looking at models yesterday, and there are some areas where you could see snow falling at an inch an hour. There are some areas where you could see snow falling over 3 inches an hour, meaning in a span of 3 hours, 4 hours, you have a foot of snow on the ground that quickly. Anything over 2 inch an hour is considered extremely rapid snow accumulation. Extremely rapid snow accumulation. There's areas that could push over 3 inch an hour of snow accumulation, yeah. Snow totals for Southern Maryland. I'm going to go to the national blend for this, the latest national blend, and we're talking about, man, they're still thinking over a foot for Southern Maryland. National Weather Service is being a little bit more cautious. 6 to 9 inches, 7 to 10 inches in Southern Maryland. Hello, son. Hello, Mesomat. When are you hopping on stream? When are you hopping on stream, cowboy? Doylestown, it's coming down. Good snow in Doylestown right now. 5 tonight. Nice. I'll get on later. I'm going to do a little bit stream right now, and then I'll get on later around 8:30. Yep. Nice. Guys, Matt will be streaming as well a little bit after I get off. 5 o'clock. MESOMATT. Mesomat will be streaming a little bit later. Right there. So after I get off, and then I'll get back on after that too. Jim Thorpe. All right. Trenton, New Jersey. Wouldn't be surprised to see you guys push over 1.5 feet of snow. It's possible. Yep, New York City's going to do well. New York City is expected, according to the National Weather Service, to hit around 20 inches. With the possibility, with the high end of 30 inches. Right now, the National Weather Service gives New York City a 60% chance to get over a foot of snow. Close to a 40% chance to get 1.5 feet. What's up, Kyle? Central and Eastern Long Island. I mean, yeah, you guys are still expected to do good. The latest national blend has actually pushed your totals up, I believe. The latest national blend is putting 23 inches in Central to Eastern Long Island. Pretty good. What's the orange? A little bit of sleet. Or this, the yellow, that's just heavier snow bands. Frankie, I appreciate you. Northern Virginia / DC. You guys are still expected to pick up somewhere between 3 to 6 inches of snow. We've seen a minor downtrend there, but it really, over the last 48 hours, it really hasn't been much of a change at all. It actually went up a little bit. It's just Connor's Climate Corner. It's Climate Corner HQ on X because for some reason, or Connor's Climate Corner was too long of a name. It wouldn't let me use it. Can you believe that? The snow here by me in Long Island showed up early. Yeah, that's what I told Chad earlier. One of the surprises, I haven't really seen any surprises yet, except for it's snowing a little bit heavier in Long Island than I thought a little bit earlier. So here's the thing why it's not snowing in Philly. You've got cold air moving in back here, and you've got very heavy snow bands in Delaware, so you're already starting to see snow accumulation in Delaware. These heavy bands are going to begin to move up into Philly, and you're going to rapidly turn over to snow and start accumulating. I'd be surprised if you're not accumulating snow in an hour or two in Philly. Let's look at our surface temperatures here. But again, for anyone who's like, whoa, my God, we're not going to see any snow. It's raining. You were always supposed to be raining right now. This is normal. This is what models expected. You're warm. You're a little bit warm at the surface. Don't worry about it. Don't stress. Don't stress. Don't stress. Be patient. You waited 5 years for a big storm. You can wait another hour. Am I wrong? All right, surface temperatures. Philly. We're talking about 37 to 38 degrees, probably right in there. These temperatures will start to rapidly decrease shortly here, especially as heavier snow bands move in. Don't worry. Take a chill pill. Annapolis currently expected around 7 to 9 inches of snow with 16 inches on the high end. Just to give a quick update here. Let's turn back on. Do I have my mesoscale discussions turned off? I want to see what type of mesoscales we have out here currently. Let's take a look at our mesoscale discussions. Watches. We have no mesoscale discussions? Is that a joke? Weird. Here's all our blizzard warnings, guys. Again, Eastern Maryland, all of Delaware, Philadelphia, you're in a blizzard warning. All of New Jersey, New York City, all of Long Island, the Hudson Valley, all of Connecticut, Rhode Island, and most of Massachusetts, southeastern New Hampshire, and the whole coast of Maine. You're all in blizzard warnings, and everyone right to the west of that is all in winter storm warnings. Not that you didn't know that, but just to give you a little reminder here. Quick little reminder. I'm right over the 90 bridge, 5 minutes from Ocean City, snowing heavy, and started sticking on roads. There we go. Starting to stick. Love it. Starting to stick there. Let's see if I can. I'm looking at Seaside Heights yet. Not sticking yet, but you're right on the water. It will eventually. Still a little bit of a mix into New York City, but you have that. You've got that. Let's take a look at the Hamptons. Nothing yet. You've got that kind of city warming effect. So here we go. Ooh, East Stroudsburg, PA. Newark, New Jersey. There are snow falling in Newark right now. Newark, New Jersey. You have snow falling. Is it accumulating yet? It's hard to tell. But there is, on that cam, snow falling. There is snow falling as well in New York City. You can see it on this cam up, falling down through the buildings. It might be a wintry mix at the surface, but you have snowflakes falling now in New York City. Confirmed. Confirmed. Give me a second. Let me move this a little bit. Where's that? Long Pond, PA. That's snow on the ground. Okay, let's move this a little bit. Let me get this fixed. Give me 1 second. Where are we at? Atlantic City, New Jersey. Heavy snowflakes. That's what's. I'm talking about the cam right below me. That's Atlantic City, New Jersey. Heavy snow is beginning to fall. Where are we at here? Ocean City. Holy smokes. Ocean City. You weren't lying. That is already accumulating on the dock. Wow. I didn't even expect it to be like that already. Ocean City, you're coming down. Wow. Cape May, I think something's wrong with the camera there. Wow. Look, that's Delaware. That's the cam in Delaware right now, guys, below me. That's Delaware. Let's go over here. Let's look at this really quickly, okay? Let's look at this really quickly. All right. Annapolis, Washington, D.C. That looks like snow to me. Not sticking, but you can tell that's snow or a wintry mix in D.C. Hagerstown, Maryland. That is snow. It's a wet snow. It's a mix. In Freehold, New Jersey, snowing hard. Let's go. See, we're starting to get everyone transitioning over. Philly, don't worry. You're very close behind. Trenton as well. Santino, appreciate the $2 super chat. I want to see some of these areas here real quickly. Philly, it's snowing in Philly. You can actually see that it's snowing. Now, at the surface, it's probably a wet snow, so you probably think it's still rain. But snowflakes are much easier to see than rain on the camera, and those are snowflakes falling into Philly. But again, I'm sure it's hitting the ground and melting right away. That won't last forever. There's Philadelphia Airport. Heavy snow in Brooklyn. Let's go. Yeah, it's only 2 o'clock. Exactly. I said yesterday I thought people would start getting heavy snow closer to 4. So some people are way ahead.
What app are you using for radar?
Joe Super Chat. I'm using weather-wise. Santino, I appreciate that $2 super chat. Oh my gosh, Santino, you're audible. You're good. I appreciate you, man. King of Prussia, PA. There you go. Snowflakes falling in King of Prussia. No surprise. Let's look at a couple different places, and then we're gonna get back and I'm gonna start going over your snow totals for all of you again. Jersey City, it's coming down hard. Love to see it. Doylestown, PA, it's coming down hard. There we go. I'm 30 minutes west of Hagerstown in Fulton County, PA. We have had snow all morning. Love to see it. There's Doylestown. Oh, actually, I'm behind here. Sorry. There's Allentown. I was looking at the live stream. Bath, PA. There we go. Heavy snow. There we go. Let's look at a couple more. Let's see if we can get. I want some more out there in Maryland. Jim Thorpe, of course. Okay, cool. So we are starting to transition over to heavy snow for a lot of people, which is good. Love to see it. Now let's get back and continue to track this storm. I'm actually going to go into the local radar soon here. There's Doylestown. Nice snow falling. Chances of inches in two. I'm not going to go by zip codes. Above DC, Montgomery County to the northwest. You guys are expected around 4 to 6 inches with 9 inches on the high end. Not too bad. Not too bad. Is the snow trending east because they lowered all the snow totals? I don't know who lowered the snow totals. I keep hearing this. The National Blend, which is the one you should be looking at right now, and the National Weather Service have not really changed the snow forecast at all. Some people are looking at like the GFS and NAM only right now, which is not how you should look at snow totals. The National Blend compressed our snowstorm, which does take a little bit of snow from the east, but it also takes a little bit of snow from the west and increases some of the snow totals in the middle. That type of stuff always happens on the day of the snowstorm. Big fat flakes in Rockaway Beach, New York. Coming down in New York City. Let's go. Connor, look at the low placement. It's way west. This to me looks like the low pressure's more west than expected. I want to pull up, let me pull up some of these again. Make sure we're up to date. Let's make sure we're live. Give me a second. Let me see Seaside Heights here. All right, there it is. Starting to get some light to moderate snow in Seaside Heights as well. Let's take a look at Times Square. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is, Times Square. There it is. Starting to come down at a decent clip. This is going to really freeze your surface quickly, and you're going to start to see this accumulating in an hour or two. You could start to see some rapid accumulation in a few hours. There's that snow. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. What's going on in the Hamptons? What's going on out here in the Hamptons? Oh my God, that's heavy snow into New York City now. Let's continue to watch this. This is going to transition between all our cams. If we can get it to load. All right. Long Island, Long Beach flurries. Nice, nice. There's heavy snow over portions of Long Island. Snow in Annapolis. Snow in D.C. Not accumulating, but you got the snow. How much in the yellow part? Lower Delmarva? You could have insane... you guys could be looking at 2-inch-an-hour snow down there right now. Let's take a look at the radar. Now that we're starting to get a lot of transition over to snow, I know everyone's not transitioned over to snow yet, but you will be soon. Let's take a look let's take a look at the pure reflectivity. Is anyone in Dover or Harrington or Milford or Smyrna, Delaware? Is the sky dumping heavy snowflakes right now? Because it sure looks like it is. Anyone in central Delaware, even southern Delaware? It is, Gage said. Okay. Yeah, this looks like 2-inch-an-hour snow. If I've ever seen 2-inch-an-hour snow. Maybe 3-inch-an-hour, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I don't want to push it, but... Hell snow in Brooklyn. Love it. The weather app on Apple sent new winter storm warnings and lowered them near New York to 3 to 8. What? What? You're not going to get 3 to 8 inches of snow into what? I'm just going to pretend I didn't see that comment. Remember too, a lot of remember guys, for places, for a lot of these areas, especially once you get into like central New Jersey and north, including New York, more than half of your snow is going to be tomorrow. It's not today. So if you see something that says like, oh, you're only getting 8 inches, you're only looking at today's snow and not tomorrow. The storm goes through both days. Buffalo is only predicted for 1 to 3 inches. Yeah, I mean, Buffalo isn't yeah, you guys really aren't a big part of this system right now. Let's take a look. I want to get a little bit closer out here to Philly. Let's see. Philly, we've got some. This is you're about to get a heavy band of precipitation into Philly right here. It's moving into Philly right now. This is going to help to rapidly cool your air and your surface as well. The Philly cam is going to get real interesting here in a second. Some of you are probably already seeing it. Let's get a refresh to see if we have any updated totals from the National Weather Service. Nothing major yet. Philly about to get a heavy band. I want to see what's going on up here. Good band of snow moving through western Long Island. Good band of snow moving into Manhattan. Yep, that is a nice band of snow up there. Incredibly heavy snow moving into Ocean City, Atlantic City, Stafford Township, Toms River, Central New Jersey. Incredibly heavy band of snow is about to try to push into Trenton, up towards New Brunswick. That is, again, pushing 2+ inch an hour rate, 2 inch an hour rate, I really should say. This right here is doing heavy lifting. Beautiful. Let's get back here so you guys can see what's going on. Is that the whole storm? This is the whole storm. Let me get the warnings and everything off so you can see that a little bit better. I think we all know pretty much all of us are under blizzard and winter storm warnings out here. Ocean City. Ocean City. Look at below me. Ocean City. Holy crap, you are getting fast accumulation. Who's out there in Ocean City? Oh my goodness. Who's out there near Ocean City? You guys are getting fast accumulation right now. Remember, I told you, some of you are going to be seeing rain, and then within a span of 60 minutes, you could have an inch of snow on the ground that's accumulating quickly. It's going to happen quickly for some of you guys. Nothing in Philly yet. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's only 2 p.m. I was saying yesterday, I think you could get snow accumulation starting around 4, and that's what my totals were based off of, pushing 1.5 feet plus. How can we join your Discord? Add Connor's Climate Corner on Discord. I will accept the invite and I'll switch you over. Let me actually see who joined right now. Or just go to like my YouTube video, any of my YouTube videos, not shorts or lives. Go to my channel, go to my YouTube videos. You click on a video and go in the description. A link to my Discord's in there. Just click that. That's an invite link to my Discord in the description of any of my YouTube videos. Let me see. Have we had people join while I've been live? I think we have. There we go. I'm gonna make you Climate Crew. Yeah. And if you add me, I'll accept you, invite you. If you just click the link, you get in the Discord. Have we got any weather pictures? Post it. Let's check. No new weather photos yet. Everyone's talking in here though. Okay, cool. Let's continue to look at this. We're getting heavy snow accumulation down in some areas. Philadelphia starting to pick up on precipitation. There's Xfinity Mobile Arena. We are starting to pick up on and this is actually, the cam's getting a little gusty too in Philadelphia. Things are about to really ramp up in Philly. Thanks, Brandon. Do you think Pittsburgh will get some snow? It's been snowing all day, not sticking. Yes. There's a lot of snow in the back end here, and your temperatures are going to continually drop. I think right now you guys are expected. Let's see what the latest from the National Weather Service is. 2 inches with like 5 or 6 on the high end. I think that's realistic. When's it going to start in Baltimore, Maryland? You guys will, your accumulation should start within an hour. I mean, I'm seeing snowfall in Baltimore, but obviously no accumulation yet. Doylestown, PA, still coming down. Heavy snow. Let's see if I can pull up another traffic cam here. Let's take a look at our traffic cams and see what's going on around the area. Let's take a look into Baltimore. That cam is not loaded. Let's take a look just to the northwest of Baltimore. Hard to see what's going on here. It's obviously precipitating. It looks like snow, but nothing sticking yet. That's fine. Let's go up here into Hagerstown. It is snowing heavy into Hagerstown. Heavy big snowflakes into Hagerstown. All right. Let's take a look here. Right out here towards Delaware. Snow is covering the cam. Not too surprised right now. Let's get up here in Long Island. It looks like we have very heavy snow currently moving in to Long Island. Yep, the camera is covered in snow. We're right outside of New York City here. Heavy snowfall. Let's take a look around JFK Airport right now. Good snowfall. No accumulation yet. Let's take a look. We're near West Babylon. Let's get right in here near West Babylon. Heavy snowfall. No significant accumulation yet. All right, let's take a look. Let's get into... Where are we? Around Woodbridge. Starting to look like we're maybe getting a little bit of accumulation there. Smithtown. Long Island. Wow, Atlantic City, it's coming down. Atlantic City, it's coming down. There's already snow on the beach. There's already snow on the beach in Atlantic City. There is Ocean City. There is Ocean City, New Jersey right now. This is, I would say, ahead of schedule. There it is. Philly, that's coming for you. Don't worry. Stone Harbor, New Jersey. Stone Harbor, New Jersey. Look at that. Wow. Cape May. I think there's snow on the camera. Yeah. What are the odds my flight out of Newark will be canceled tomorrow? I would say expect it to be delayed. There's a look. How do you say that? Rehoboth? I don't know how to say that. Beach, Delaware. There you go. There's Delaware. Yeah. Annapolis. You actually have some snowflakes falling. Not a ton going on, though. That'll change. All right. All right, let's get out here. Let's zoom out a little bit. I think Philly's really about to crank up here soon, guys. Rehoboth? Rehoboth. Rehoboth. Rehoboth? Rehoboth? You know what? Whatever. But good snow there. Good snow there. Rowboat. 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 Rehoboth. Rehoboth. Rehoboth? Rehoboth? Yes. Thank you, Max. Shout out Max Davey for doing that for me, Rehoboth. Woo! I did it. I did it, Dad. All right. Here, let's see if we can get some updated snow totals here. Let's get fresh updated snow totals here. I know a lot of people think their snow totals are going down, but I'm not. Some maybe are going down, but some are also going up. Again, the national blend is compressing our storm, pushing snow totals up in the middle. So let's take a look at the latest. Let's see if we can get this to load. Get an updated national blend. Still looking good. And let's, come on, precipitation portal. Let me in there. I'll give that a second. Curious about Lancaster County? Well, yeah, I'm letting this update. Great turnout, Delaware. Yeah, in the chat. Yep, definitely stay safe. You guys could end up getting more than expected. It's already coming down hard. Yeah, I'm trying. I think NWS might be updating their totals right now, so I'm gonna give them a second here. Now, I can actually look at this probably. Let's go to the NWS expected totals in here, 19Z. The latest expected totals from the National Weather Service. We're talking 16.5 inches in the Philly. They have definitely increased their expected totals in the Delaware. Can't blame them with what's going on right now. 16 to 17 inches. Still expecting 2 feet along the coast of New Jersey, up to 2 feet potentially across Long Island, 2 feet out there eastern Massachusetts. We could approach 2 feet there in Rhode Island, maybe 12 to 19 inches across Connecticut. We're looking at maybe 5 to 7 inches into DC region, Baltimore region. 3 to 6 inches into DC region. Hudson Valley, 12 to 16 inches still expected from the National Weather Service. A foot to 16 inches out there to the northwest of Philly. And then up there towards Scranton, it could be a pretty big range, but it's looking like we're going to land somewhere between 6 to 14. Interesting. The storm obviously compressed a little bit up there, but that's the latest. Precipitation portal is just not working, probably because there's a ton of people on here, but that's fine. We'll just continue to refresh it. I can look at these latest totals from the National Weather Service, luckily. Let's see here. Yeah, Rehoboth, right? That's how you say it, right? Yeah, already falling. Yeah, we've been looking at the cam's been coming up. Good snowflakes falling into New York City. 2 to 14 is such a crazy range. Well, I don't know where you are, but you're probably gonna get more than 2 inches. Yours is loading. I mean, everything's fine on my computer except for that one. Let me actually open my window real quick. Wow, look at that. New York, it's coming down heavy. New York City, it's coming down heavy. All right, gonna let some of this cold air in here. Gonna let some of this cold air in. I just pulled it up in Philly, saying 20. Yeah. I mean that's what it's. Well, actually, that might be no. That's what it's been saying. Yeah, here I'll pull up. I'll pull up another one. I don't know why that one's not loading. There you go. I got it. There we go. I just want to see if we have any updated totals. 20 inches still in the Philly. Nothing much changed. Tons of snow for everyone still. I think we're getting an update from the National Weather Service soon, though. Want to see it? Let's see. Want to see it soon?
West off, Philly and power lines are starting to shack.
$2 super chat from Aluka. I appreciate you. West of Philly and power lines are starting to shake. Alrighty. Let's take a look at our wind gusts right now. Take a look at our wind speeds. We're starting to get heavier winds. 15 plus sustained. The winds were half as much here, so you could probably be seeing 20 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts moving into this region here around this time. Let's take a look at our updated surface temperatures. This is important. Surface temperatures. Let's get into it. All right. Still around the same here. We're called 35 to 38 in and around Philly. But again, we are snowing and accumulating at 37 degree surface temperatures in East New Jersey. Again, you don't need to be 32 to start accumulating if it's snowing heavy enough. And we have heavy snow bands that are about to move into Philly. You'll probably start accumulating above freezing. Atlantic City, oh my gosh, windy and heavy snow. Wow. DC looks like we're just going to get rain. No, DC was supposed to be rain to start off with. There's nothing abnormal happening in DC right now. This is kind of how your forecast was supposed to play out right now. Anyone who thought that you were going to be snowing at 2 p.m. in DC yesterday, anyone who thought that it was supposed to be snowing in DC right now, You thought wrong. Stone Harbor, New Jersey, looking good. Good and heavy snow. Nothing. I haven't seen anything weird happen in DC yet.
How much for southeast suburbs of Boston?
Snippy,
Rate them.
$2 super chat. How much for southeast suburbs of Boston? Let's take a look. About 21 inches expected with almost, 32 inches on the high end. We'll see if you hit that. But, and you compare that to the latest National Blend. The National Blend actually agrees there. Scran, your local news is saying 2 to 4. The National Weather Service expects you to get 10 inches. The National Blend expects you to get which one's Scranton out here? I'd say 7 to 10 inches. So you could get a little bit of dry air that far up to the northwest, and it could choke out your totals. I think that'd be a pretty disappointing day if you got that little snow, though. Again, a lot of the local news is underdoing the snow. Oh my gosh, Rehoboth. Oh my gosh. It is snowing so heavy there. Unbelievable. Sorry, I'm going through some of these cams. Still snowing heavy in Times
Hi,
Square.
Connor. How's Newark?
Sippy, I appreciate you. Audrey, what's going on? $2 super chat. How's Newark, Delaware? There's still rain there? Let's take a look. Oh, yeah, you're still rain up north? I'm not surprised. Again, I think you'll transition into pretty heavy snow within an hour. Do we have a traffic cam up there? Let's take a look. We do have one very close. Let's take a look. Blurry. That looks like wintry mix to me. Let's see if we get a better non-blurry one. Let's see, can we get a good cam out here? Man. Tough to tell. This heavier band is moving to the north up towards northern Delaware and Philly, so you'll probably get some heavy snow, like I said, not too long from now. Appreciate you, Audrey. Visibility is getting low. Nice. Yep, Philly. I mean, again, if we go into our precipitation radar, I know your surface temperatures are a little warm, but once you get into this type of thick, once you get into this type of thick precipitation here, it's not going to care about your surface temperatures. You have cold air aloft, and it's going to turn into heavy snow, and you're going to start accumulation pretty quickly. So Philly, this is going to happen quickly. I mean, you have this main band is beginning to move into your area. I'd be surprised if Philly didn't have heavy snowfall into it very shortly. Where's South York, PA? I can't find it. Unless I'm spelling it wrong. Oh, south of York? Is that like you're saying south of York? I'm struggling here. Your expected snow totals in that area? Oh man, yeah, you're west of Lancaster. Your expected snow totals are around 10 inches. 8 inches, foot on the high end. I'm just really trying to look at these snow bands right now. This right here is the heaviest stuff. Moving quickly up towards Elkton and Wilmington and Philadelphia. Quickly. Let me go to precipitation type here. Yeah, we don't really need it actually at this point. It's not showing it correctly. And having enough snow again is it's gonna accumulate regardless of your temperatures. What state is getting the most? New Jersey might win. Rosedale, Maryland, east of Baltimore. Yep. I mean, you'll probably transition into heavy snow pretty shortly. Again, you have a extremely heavy band moving to the north and west through Delaware. DC is struggling to switch. Again, DC wasn't supposed to switch yet. There's nothing weird going on with DC. It's kind of playing out so far how it was expected to. So far. One second, guys. Okay. All right, there we go. Bucks County seeing snow. Nice, nice, nice. It's good you finally got transition there. Is this switch over occurring quicker than I thought? In some areas. Eastern Jersey already got a transition that, I mean, you've got like 2 to 3 inches of snow on the ground in portions of eastern New Jersey already, which is much quicker than I thought. Quicker turnover in Long Island, like I said. So in some areas, it has transitioned quicker than I thought. Jasmine, Jerry, Lauren, I appreciate you guys. Destiny, Confused Bomb, Mariah, Just Babe, I appreciate you guys. Snow isn't sticking. I mean, it's not supposed to in a lot of areas yet. I can't answer. I mean, I can't respond to that statement because I don't know where you're talking about. Updates for Boston and Rhode Island, please. It remains pretty much the same. Let's see if we've got any updates from the National Weather Service. Still looking pretty much the same, though. Let's take a look. I mean, Rhode Island, 20 inches expected. Boston, around 20 inches expected. Could be higher. Oh, here we go. This is an update from the National Weather Service. All right. A little bit of an update from the National Weather Service. These are updated snow totals. These are updated. Baltimore, 6 inches. DC, 3 inches still, but could be higher. Trenton, 20 inches expected. Philadelphia, 17.5 inches expected. Down a little bit, but still great. But that's what I was telling you earlier. Maybe expect 16 to 18, 16 to 17. All right. 27 inches high end. Tom's River, 2 feet expected. 33 inches on the high end. Atlantic City, 17 inches expected. 31 inches on the high end. The latest for New York City, 20 inches expected. 25 inches on the high end. Let me look at something real quick. I mean, they're giving Philadelphia a 50% chance for a foot, 35, about a 35% chance to see a 1.5 feet. Let's see here. Boston, same things, expected around 20 for most of Rhode Island. Still, Long Island is actually, I think your snow totals are actually going up a little bit. 2 feet expected for portions of central to western Long Island with 32 inches on the high end. 20 to 23 inches expected across there. Northern New Jersey, we're still looking at, actually, I think your totals went up a little bit. We're looking at 15 to 20 inches of snow expected. Could be a little higher, could be a little lower. Scranton, 5 inches expected, 10 inches on the high end. So Dover, 16 inches expected, 20 inches on the high end. Get down to South Delaware, 16 inches expected, again, 28 inches on the high end. Wilmington, Delaware, 15 inches expected, 2 feet on the high end. Trenton, New Jersey, 20 inches expected, 27 on the high end. Pushing up a little bit into the Lehigh Valley, 11 inches, about a foot expected, 16 inches on the high end. Hudson Valley, 14 inches expected, 19 inches on the high end, in and around. It could be a little higher, could be a little lower around that area. Richmond, 2 inches expected, 7 inches on the high end. Norfolk, Newport News, Virginia Beach, about 1 inch expected, 3 inches on the high end. So, no major changes from the National Weather Service. Brought our expected snow totals down about 2 inches in Philadelphia, but as we were talking about earlier, thought it was going to be hard to get 20 inches into Philly. Now has about 17.5 inches into Philly, with 27 inches still possible in the Philly on the high end. So, pretty, I mean, I don't think anyone in Philadelphia is disappointed that you might only receive 1.5 to 2 feet of snow. Let's see here. Connecticut still looking pretty good. 14. I will say 1 foot to 18 inches expected depending on where you are. There's some high ends there that are pretty crazy, over 2 feet. So, overall, I don't see any major changes from the latest National Weather Service update. No major changes. Let me look at the latest national blend, if we got a new one out. Not yet. Okay. "25 miles west of Philly." We'll put you out here. 16 inches expected, 21 inches on the high end. Don't forget, if you're looking at your snowfall totals for today in an app or something, a lot of you are only going to see half your snow today. The other half is tomorrow. This is like a 24-hour snowfall. So if it shows you're getting 8 inches today in Philadelphia, if it shows you're getting 8 inches in Philadelphia, scroll to the next day and add up that total too. It's going to snow through the night into tomorrow. Yes, you don't want a blizzard. Blizzard lowers your snow total sometimes. Northwest of Philly. 25 miles northwest Philly. Let's go take a look up here. I mean, about 15 inches expected, maybe 20 inches on the high end. Let me look at some of these updated cams. Starting to see some more flakes showing up now. Seeing flakes showing up now in Philadelphia on the downtown cam. I mean, this is out towards where the museum and monuments are, out west of the city. This is west of downtown. Let's take another update. Seaside Heights. All right, good. Light to moderate snow falling in Seaside Heights. Again, look at Manhattan. Some good light to moderate snow falling into the city. Hampton Beach, what's going on up there? Nothing quite yet. King of Prussia, some good snow falling. Not seeing any accumulation yet, but we'll wait on that. Snowing hard in Vineland, New Jersey right now. Nice. Levittown, PA is now a mix. Oh my gosh, look at Ocean City. Oh my gosh, look at Ocean City. Oh my gosh, look at Ocean City. Oh my gosh. There was no snow on the ground 90 minutes ago in these areas. This is what's going to happen in Philly and in some of these areas where you're like, it's raining. It's not. It's going to be very quick. You're going to get ridiculous rates of snowfall, and it's going to go from nothing to something very quickly. That's why I'm telling you guys not to panic if you want snow and you don't see it as snow yet. We were supposed to start off as rain and mix. Look at this. Look at this. Delaware. All right. It's going to happen. Get those heavier bands moving in. Where's Brandon Kopic now? He is moving through Bridgewater Township. Beautiful. Yep. I think he's heading out towards Long Island. It looks like he is. He's driving through some snow up there as well. 25 miles east of Philly. Are you snowing yet? Because if you're not, it's about to start snowing heavy. Let's take another look at the radar. Let's see where our highest precipitation is. Let's take a look. Again, this band of snow right here, as soon as this pushes up, as soon as this moves up into this area, that's going to be heavy snow, and it's going to start accumulating in Newark, Wilmington, and Philadelphia. It's going to be so heavy, it's going to cool your air. It's going to start accumulating on the surface regardless of temperatures. Extremely heavy snow. About to move into Trenton again. It's looking pretty good up there. Levittown, I'd expect your snow rates to start increasing quickly, shortly. Let's take a look at what's going on back here in Maryland. There's some very good snow. Very nice snow bands about to move into Washington, D.C. This is going to rapidly decrease your temperatures and hopefully start your accumulation in D.C. Not seeing any sort of crazy dry slotting or anything like that yet, but I'll call it out if I see it. $25 miles east of Philly. Right now, about 20 inches is expected, 30 inches on the high end. Probably within an hour. Baltimore transition into snow. What time do I think New York City will start to see accumulation? Within an hour or two. Maybe 2 hours. Is Philly getting 8 inches? No. No. Way more than that. I mean, the National Weather Service gives you over a 50% chance to see like 12 to 14 inches. If you guys got 8 inches of snow in Philadelphia, that would be a very large underperformance. That you'd have to be very unlucky. The National Weather Service still expects 17 inches in the Philly, 17 and a half inches in the Philly. Snow accumulating on Long Island. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see if I can get another cam. Did we have some traffic cams up there on Long Island? Let me see if I can see some of this snow accumulation in Long Island. Good snow there. Let's see if I can get some snow accumulation, though. Let's take a look. It is snowing everywhere on Long Island. Beautiful. Let's take a look up here. Brookhaven. Heavy. Good. I would say heavy to moderate snow. Snowing everywhere. Hard to tell where we have snow accumulation, though. If there is any, not a ton yet, but that'll change. Look at this. Probably a little bit of snow accumulation here. Very heavy snow right there up towards Hicksville, Huntington Station, Glen Cove. Looks like I saw a little bit of accumulation there. Let's go towards Floral Park. It's snowing pretty good across most of Long Island, except for Far Eastern, but you guys are going to be fine. You guys are going to get crazy snow later on. Ocean City. Every time I see Ocean City, I have to go to it. I just look at this, guys. This is 3-inch an hour rate of snow. Unbelievable. It's coming your way. It's coming your way, Philly. Trenton. Other areas that are not seeing anything yet. Every time I see that, I'm in like disbelief that we're seeing that right now. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Insane. Anyone in Philly, let me know when it starts snowing heavy, because I don't think you're very far away from heavy snow. I'm expecting it very shortly. How bad do you think it'll be for New York City, and when will it start to get bad? I think it'll start to get bad around 8, 9 p.m. in New York City, where you start to see rapid accumulation, but I think you could see heavy snow very shortly in New York City. I mean, we've already seen bursts of heavy snow in New York City. Not totally sustained, though. What is this up here? Why yeah, get that out of here. Again, we can take another look downtown in New York City. There is ice on that camera. It's good snow. Take a look here. Up towards Harlem. Snowing pretty good. What do you used to see those cams? Right now, I'm using WeatherWise. Any idea when it'll hit Rhode Island? It'll be later in the night. 9, 10, you could start seeing some good snow in Rhode Island, I'd assume. Could be a little bit later than that. Lauren, I appreciate you. Jerry. What does the high end look like on the map? Sure, you guys want to see what some of these high end totals are the new high end totals from the National Weather Service, what the possibilities are? Let's go take a look. And I'll circle this out so you guys can see a little bit better. We're talking about over 2 feet of snow. We're talking about 30 inches is possible still in this area. 2 feet of snow is possible still in this area. Okay. 1.5 feet is possible if you get the high end in this area. And we're still talking a foot through here. And then we'll call it 6 inches to a foot, you know, this whole kind of region here. Right? 6 to 12. 1, 2, 2.5. Or I did this wrong. This is 2.5, but you get it. The high ends are still high ending at pretty significantly. I will say this, for anyone who was worried about, like, Philly went from like 20 inches to 17 and a half. For anyone concerned about that, you have to understand, all of you out here have been extremely lucky. This storm over the last 72 hours, all it did, run after run, was get more intense and shift further into the coast. You guys have had a legendary model update after a legendary model update run for the last 72 hours. So if you get a tiny little eastern shift the day of, you cannot complain, because every other storm over the last 5 years has done the opposite. It looks like you're going to get a big nor'easter and it just continues to move off the coast and you get nothing. This storm has had legendary model updates for the last 72 hours. So a decrease, but most areas didn't see a decrease in snow. The latest update actually puts more snow into eastern New Jersey. So, and in certain areas into Long Island, but some areas saw a tiny decrease, some areas saw a tiny increase. Day of, that always happens. You can't be complaining about this. Local Philly news now saying 8 to 12. Well, I'm glad that they're not saying they're stupid, whatever it was before. I'm glad they're saying 8 to 12 now. What were they saying? They were saying they expect it was 8 or 6 to 9. Someone said 6 to 9 or something they were saying. I still am going to be surprised if you guys only get 12 inches of snow in Philly. I wouldn't say surprised, but I think that's more of your low end. Let's get an update here. Let's take a look. Light to moderate snow in the seaside. Still getting good snow falling in New York City. Not seeing much accumulation yet. Taking a look at some of these cams. Let's get back out here towards Baltimore. All right, let's look down here just to the east of Baltimore. Let's go to the southeast. Let's go to Annapolis. All right, let's take a look. Centreville, Maryland. It looks like a half inch of accumulation on the ground, and it is snowing heavy. How far is that from Baltimore? We are getting accumulation now in Centreville, Maryland, and that accumulation is going to start to move its way up into the northwest. Blizzard warning for Maine now. Yep. Let's go, Gage. On Route 50 in Delaware? Are we talking Delaware? Where is that? Oh, Route 50. Yeah. Yep, look at this. Look at this. This is Maryland. This is Maryland. Yeah, you could be approaching an inch already in areas of Maryland. And again, this is going to move up into the Washington, Baltimore area. The accumulation is on its way. Route 50 is getting some good accumulation now. Some pretty quick accumulation. All the way from North Route 50 all the way down to Southern Route 50. You're getting blinding snow, it looks like, down there in southern portion of Route 50. Let's look at Graysonville. Good snow. That accumulation is probably about to start, and it's probably going to be rapid there as well. Down by Salisbury, Route 50 down by Salisbury. Let's take a look. Beautiful. Look at that. Love it. Nice. Let's look at Ocean City. Snowing, not accumulating that much right now because you have a little bit of warmth off the ocean. When will snow start in Richmond? Probably not until later tonight. You guys need a little bit. You guys need that cold air to sink in. Southwest of Philly. Oh, is that actually accumulating around Elkton now? Let's see. Not yet. You guys have... I think you guys will start accumulating within an hour and a half down around that area. All right, let me expand this a little bit. Brandon is driving through, there he is, northern New Jersey right now. Yes, it compressed. It didn't really shift exactly, which is what happens sometimes. Will DC be in the bullseye one day? You guys have been in the past, so you will be again in the future. It's hard to be in the bullseye. Especially when you're talking about a storm like this that happens once a decade, once every 15 years, maybe once every 30 years. Will New York City see 18 inches of snow like they're saying? I think so. I think it'll make a run at it, yeah. New Jersey seems to be underperforming as of now. What? Yeah. Tell that to coastal New Jersey right now. Tell that to like areas out here, Ocean City and Atlantic City, that already have like 3 inches of snow on the ground at 2:30. No, New Jersey is not over. I would say portions of central to southern New Jersey are overperforming right now, and central to northern Jersey are just performing as expected. You weren't supposed to have much snow on the ground. The only thing shocking about New Jersey is the areas that are overperforming. I don't see any underperforming in Jersey yet. It's too early to tell. Philly just going to be rain? Wrong. Philly was always supposed to be rain at this hour. It was always supposed to be rain. There were not models that were putting heavy snow accumulation into Philly at 2:30. Still raining in DC? Same answer there. Yeah, too early into the storm. Lancaster's underperforming. Again, I wouldn't say so. I think it's too early to tell if Lancaster's underperforming. Snow accumulations really weren't supposed to start for a lot of these areas until after 3, 4, 5 p.m. It's coming down so fast that, yeah. We're actually seeing overperformances along the coast. You're going to get some pretty good snow in Massachusetts. Is New York City going to stick? Yep. It wasn't supposed to start sticking yet. You guys are doing just fine. NWS hates DC. I mean, listen, you're like the farthest southwest city in the mid-Atlantic. So, of course, you're always going to get a little bit less snow or have a chance to have a little bit more warm air and accumulate a little bit slower. But DC is already above their averages this year, aren't they? DC is above average snow this year, so is above their 100-year average. $10 super chat from Emmanuel. Holy crap. Y'all trust the process. Yeah, trust the process.
I'll trust the process.
The same people that complain they haven't gotten snow in 5 years are upset that they have to wait an hour for snow to start accumulating. Come on, guys. Come on. Let it happen. Let it happen. No, we weren't supposed to see massive amounts of accumulation from DC to Philadelphia to New York City at this time. You were never supposed to start seeing heavy accumulation at this time. But you'll start seeing it shortly. Because I'm going to be streaming right now for maybe another 30 minutes. When I get back on later tonight, we're going to see heavy snow in a lot of places, and that'll be pretty fun to discuss. Do you think 20 inches, Newark, New Jersey? Yeah, you guys could hit 20 inches. Yeah. Already starting to accumulate? Nice. Yeah. See that happening. Allentown, on the way. Let's see here. How come it's snowing hard in southern Maryland? That's where the heaviest snow is. That heavy snow band is moving to the northwest towards Washington, towards Baltimore, towards Philly right now.
What about Lancasterville at the end of the northern neck?
Lancaster, Virginia. The end of the northern neck. Let's see what your updated snow totals are, because we did just get some updated snow totals. Where are you guys? Where the heck? Where the heck? With all this precipitation. Yeah, so you're right in here. You guys are still expected to see 5 to 7 inches with 13 inches on the high end. Let me take a look at this banding again, because this is going to tell me when we could see transitioning. I'll be surprised if we don't have a transition into heavy snow in Philadelphia within the next 60 minutes. I'm telling you, I'll be shocked because you're getting pretty significant bands in here. And if I pause it at the end and I look at where the heaviest banding is in here, it's a very heavy band of snow. This is a very heavy band of snow as well. So it really looks like it's going to transition into heavy snow in these areas shortly, but we'll, time will tell. Very heavy bands of snow right to the south of Baltimore as well. Let's look up a little bit further north. Heavy snow transitioning, yep, like I said, up towards Trenton and Middleton as well. Middletown. All right, let's update this. We are already switching over near Philly. Love to see it. Love to see it. Still snowing in Seaside Heights. Let me see if I can take a look at downtown Philly real quick. Yeah, it's snowing in downtown Philly. I mean, you can see the flakes. No stick yet, but that's just fine. It's good that it's snowing in downtown Philly. All right. It's not raining. It's a mix. You can see when you look at the cams that it's snowflakes because they're drifting. Rainfall doesn't drift. Sparky, I appreciate that. If it's hitting like your windshield and it's wet, it's still snow. It's just immediately melting. It's snow falling, and then so it's cold enough. It's that if it hits the surface wet, but it's falling if it's drifting, it's a below freezing piece of precipitation, which is going to help to cool your surface temperatures, and it's going to help speed up the accumulation. And you can see that on this cam. Yep, you can see the snow right now. There's the snow as well. Philadelphia Airport. That is snow. Good. And Philadelphia Airport's just south of the city, so they're probably starting to get into that heavier band. It could happen quickly here, Philly, so pay attention. Could happen pretty quickly here. How much snow for Maryland? Depends where you are. North and eastern Maryland could get a ton. We'll have to see what happens DC to Baltimore. I think Baltimore, again, 5 to 7 inches is on the table, maybe plus. DC, still think possible 3 to 6. I know some of the low-end totals for DC are low. National Weather Service likes 20 plus inches across the entire Long Island. Dayton, Ohio is expected to get, let's take a look at Dayton, Ohio. Expected to get a dusting over the next 72 hours with the inches you're high on. I'm seeing pure rain in Drexel Hill, which is right next to Philly. Yeah, you're in a pocket of rain. Don't worry. Not going to be too long. Yeah, sure, Jeff. That's interesting because, all right, yeah, that's fine. It was my understanding from the TOS on WeatherWise that you were allowed to use his stream, but I could be wrong, so that's fine. I don't want to use it if I'm not supposed to be. All right, the highest amount of snow a place can see in this storm. Oh my gosh, look at that, Cape May, New Jersey. We could hit 3 feet somewhere. I don't know, could it be central New Jersey? Could it be Long Island, eastern Massachusetts, Rhode Island? It is possible to see a 3 foot total in this storm. Give me 1 second, everyone. Yes, you are allowed and encouraged to stream live storm chasers within the WeatherWise app. That's exactly how I read it in the TOS. Yeah, I think, I mean, I'm reading the TOS again. One second, guys. Yes. In fact, live streams from storm chasers like Brad Arnold, Brandon Kopic, and Corey Gherkin are listed as core feature of the app, available to users and available to stream per TOS weather. Okay, so I'm going to pull them back up because it's something I pay for. All right. There you go. Someone came in and said he's Brandon Kopic's mod and I'm not allowed to be streaming him, but the WeatherWise TOS says otherwise. I mean, I guess I don't want to disrespect Brandon Kopic, but it's also one of the reasons I pay for WeatherWise.
And like over around what time you think it will start snowing?
Can one of my mods confirm I'm correct that I can stream this on paid version of WeatherWise? Louis, $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Are there snow totals still the same around Wilmington and Philly? They dropped by like 2 inches, right? Well, I would say, so your expected snow totals from the NWS and Philly went from 18 inches to 20 inches to 17.5 inches. They've been floating around 16 to 20 inches. Not a major drop. If you're disappointed, we went from 20 to 17.5, you know, but still around the same, according to the latest National Weather Service totals and NBM. Could get lower, could get higher, obviously, but you know, according to what the expected, that's what the expected is. Yeah, Morgan, that's what I thought. Kimber, $20 super chat. I appreciate you. Holy crap. I'm working on that, actually reading into it. Yeah, B, can you confirm outside of AI as well, too? Because sometimes AI gets it wrong. But that's what I've read, because I wanted to stream them on here. And it's actually one of the things that permanently kept me over on WeatherWise, because the traffic cams and being allowed to stream the chasers. And I actually read it in the TOS. I just want to make sure I'm not going crazy. When will snow start 10 miles north of Annapolis? Again, anytime within the next hour to two, I would say 30 minutes to an hour and a half at this point. We're expecting at least a transition into pretty heavy snow. That doesn't mean accumulation, but pretty heavy snow. And then the accumulation, once you get heavy snow, starts pretty quickly after that. It's snowing in Philly. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Yep, I can see it on this cam, and I will probably get the airport cam here in a second. I can see the snow falling on that Philly cam. That's good. Again, once it starts, it should begin to rapidly increase, because the band that's going to move in there is going to crank. Ocean City has like 5 inches of snow on the ground right now. I am shook that they're doing so well so early. National Weather Service expected accumulation update in Baltimore. Yeah. I think they still have you between like 5 to 8 inches of snow. 6 inches expected, 11 inches high end. B, you can text me if you figure that out. All right. It just started snowing here too. It's transitioning from rain to snow. Let's go. Philly, I'm telling you, Philly, it's coming. I'm telling you. Connection failed, but we'll reconnect him in a second. Philly, I see flakes now. Good. Again, this is this. Once you start seeing these flakes, I'd expect them to grow in size rapidly. It's because the band is moving. The heaviest band is moving into your area. It's only going to start snowing heavier. You're not going to I see flakes and then transition back into rain. It's not going to happen. Once you see it, that snow is going to get heavier and heavier and heavier, because the band is moving northwest into Philly. You're not going to go back. You're not going to flip back. Again, let's go and look at the radar near Philly, since we have a lot of people talking about it right now, and we'll go into some other areas too. But notice Philly. What's happening right now? Look at this yellow. Look at these. Look at that. Look at this. There's a heavy snow band moving in. Heavy snow band. That's what we were talking about. You can see the dark greens right here, moving right into Philly now. I know you can't really tell, but that's the dark There's your really, really dark portion right there. And if I pause it, you can see very heavy band here. Maybe you go heavy, a little light, heavy again, but this is, you're not going to transition back into rain. I'd say this timing's pretty good from what I said yesterday. I said between 3 and 4 o'clock, we could start seeing heavy snowfall. Something like that. I'm pretty sure I said something like that. You guys can go watch my live yesterday and tell me if I'm lying. How much snow for the DC area? Still expecting. I think they're expected it's 3 inches. I think you guys could get more than that, though. A little bit. Yeah, Philadelphia is still expected around 17.5 inches, according to the National Weather Service. Do you have an update from the latest? An update national? Okay, national blend update. This is important. Oh. National blend just pushed our snow totals up. NBM V5. National blend just took our snow total expected from 17 inches to 19 inches. Just put our snow totals up 2 inches into Philadelphia. It is shifting snow a little bit east, though, this one. But it's really helping people who are getting snow. So it's National blend is now saying instead of 5 to 7 into Baltimore, 4 to 6 into Baltimore. DC, we're looking at about the same. National blend thinks you could get around 5 inches. Totals are going up in Delaware. Totals are going up for most of New Jersey. Totals up towards Trenton, up 2 inches on the latest national blend. Let me take a look up here in the Northeast. Latest national blend. You go down about 2 inches in Boston. Instead of 24, you're down near 22. New York City, New York City totals go up a little bit. Hard to tell, but it looks like it's around 20 inches. Long Island totals go up a little bit, 24 to 27 inches. Pretty good. A little bit of it's tightening the storm, as you can see here. It is a tiny shift east, but it's more tightening the system. The track doesn't look like it's changing. The track's changing maybe by 10 miles, but it's tightening the system up here. That's not going to be fantastic for areas like Scranton or Lancaster. All right. Let me get this updated. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Let's take another look here. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Okay, thanks, B. Thanks, B. Yeah, I agree with you. All right. All right. Laurel, Maryland, showing some snow, but still a mix. Yeah, I want to get some updates here in Maryland. There's the snow in Philly. Yep, that's good snow that's coming down around Xfinity Arena and good snow that's coming down around the Philadelphia airport. All right, let's take a look just out to the south and let's take a look just to the east of DC and see if we get any sort of... Hard to tell here. The cameras are so bad. Oh my gosh. Give me a good camera, please. It's 2026. I know we can have some better traffic cameras. Give me even 360p. 360p. That's all I'm asking. All right, just to the east of Annapolis. Good snow. No accumulation yet. That's all right. Let's look at Easton, Maryland. Good accumulation in Easton, Maryland. Up towards Elkton. Let's take a look. Snowing. Hard to tell if we have any accumulation there. Again, we have crappy cameras up here. Long Island, how we doing? Oh, we're getting accumulation. Heavy snow and accumulation across Long Island as well now. Okay, good. A little bit of accumulation starting really everywhere. A little bit. Let's go back into New York City. Nice. So this shift east doesn't affect New York City at all. It actually pushed the snow totals up a tiny bit in New York City. Philly, it's coming down. Yep. I can see it. Yep, I have the Philly cam up right now. This angle doesn't do great things. Let me get another angle in Philly. Hold up. We'll pull it up. Let's do Philly. I'll do Philadelphia. Live cam. Let's see. It is coming down pretty good in downtown Philly. Beautiful. Where's this person? New Jersey, New York. It looks like we have the best cam in Philly. Rittenhouse Square. I think we have the best cam in Philly, so we'll keep it on this one. But the airport cam, when this transitions to the Philadelphia airport cam and the stadiums, that's a pretty good one. Why is it decreasing for us counties? I don't know what county you're in because it increased for some people, it decreased for some. I know. Why are like all the cams are in Kensington? Atlantic City getting some good snow accumulation on the beach. Ocean City, major accumulation happening. It's beautiful in Ocean City. That's the Ocean City cam below me. No. The shift east, it didn't affect New York City at all. If anything, it pushed your snow totals up like an inch. Sorry, Sophie, here in Philly, we love it. Laurel, Maryland, just north of D.C. Probably need a little bit more time. Let's go and look at the radar here. See, you've got very, very heavy precipitation. Your air, oh yeah, moving in. Your air is cooling quickly up here. It's got to be between D.C. and Baltimore, especially around D.C. So it's going to be interesting to see if we can get some heavy snowflakes into D.C. shortly. Why is it decreasing in Lancaster? What's likely happening is the storm is actually strengthening a tiny bit and it's pulling that moisture in. And so you're seeing higher totals along New Jersey. You saw the totals go up in Philadelphia. The totals go up in New York City, Long Island. When you start to get a stronger system, your totals near the center are going to go up, but your totals on the outside are going to start to go down because you're going to get a lot more pull into the system with that moisture. Same thing with the hurricane. As it strengthens, a lot of times it shrinks. And as it weakens, a lot of times it expands. If this nor'easter is expected to be stronger, it's going to shrink a little bit. And in the latest update, at least of the national blend, it's looking like a little bit of a stronger system. Oh, yeah, it's coming down in Philly right now. Nice. Nice. I told you guys it was starting soon. Don't worry, the accumulation will follow not too long after. Missed it. Did the totals go up in the Trenton area? Let's take a look at the national blend. Did the totals go up in the Trenton area? Yeah, from 17.5 to 20 inches. 2.5 inch. Yeah. Again, totals are going to go up the closer you are to the center, but they're going to go down farther away if it's a stronger system. And the national blend is looking like it's going to be a stronger system. This is going to affect our winds greatly, too. I think we could have some serious, serious winds. Seriously. Some seriously serious winds. Is a shift east possible again? I mean, we know where the storm is right now. Look where the storm is. It's doing its thing. We're not going to see any major shift, any more like, I wouldn't have even called this one a major shift, but when it gets close, it looks like it's a major shift. We're not going to see any sort of major west, or you could see a shift that could affect up here majorly, but for the areas down here, we're not going to see any more major wobbles. When do I think it'll start to stick in Queens, New York? Probably within 1 to 2 hours max. Boone, North Carolina, I'm not so sure. I mean, I haven't actually even looked down there much. What did they think of Boone, North Carolina? There's Banner Elk. You guys are right around here. Beach Mountain. Where the heck are you, Boone? I know where you are. Blowing Rock. Boone. You guys are expected around 3 inches with 4 inches on the high over the next 72 hours. I'm using WeatherWise right now for the weather here, and then probabilistic precipitation portal for the National Weather Service totals. Appreciate the follows. Appreciate the subs, guys. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Still no transition here. Annapolis. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. You got to be close. It's accumulating across the bridge. It's accumulating across a bridge in Centreville. So, you know, I don't know how you'd expect it to start accumulating in Annapolis and getting that snow pretty soon. It's literally accumulating across the bridge. So, you know, again, you're kind of still on schedule there, though. Kind of still. I wouldn't say kind of. You are still on schedule. Models saw this as rain in the beginning for you guys. Philadelphia's still expected around 17 inches. I'd say on the low end you get 12, but you're starting to transition heavy. Why have nor'easters been so rare the last 5 years? There's been a ton of opportunities for nor'easters. There's been like 3 opportunities every year for the last 5 years. You just need a little bit of luck. A 5-year drought of a nor'easter is nothing crazy. I mean, we also had in the 80s like a 5-year stretch where Philly got like 30 inches a year, which was way above average. In the grand scheme of things, in the climate, you get 5-year droughts, 5-year excesses. You know, like it's just in the 100-year average, that type of stuff happens. I mean, we could end up getting major nor'easters for the next 3 years straight. It wasn't because we didn't have a pattern for nor'easter over the last 5 years. There was great opportunities, and at the last second, small shifts pushed it slightly offshore or pushed it slightly inland, and then you end up with rain instead of a ton of snow. Nor'easters are hard to get, but yeah, usually you average 1 every 2 years, 1 every 1.5 to 2 years. I'm just south of Annapolis. Oh, just south of Annapolis? Let's take a look again at traffic cams. God, Maryland has the worst cameras. All right, so you're snowing down here. You're snowing in Lexington Park. Let's take a look across the bridge. Looks windy across the bridge there, across the bridge from Annapolis. Let's look at Graysonville again. This is going to be a crappy camera. It is snowing. That is pure snow that's falling in Graysonville across the bridge from Annapolis. It's snowing pretty heavy in Queenstown and Graysonville. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong if someone lives there. What do you guys think? Does that look like snow to you? Across the bridge from Annapolis? I think so. It's starting to accumulate too. So, I mean, look at you're what? 5 to 10 miles away from accumulation there. So, again, it's going to happen pretty quickly, I think. There's no more rain in Philly, just snow. Yep. Yep, nice. Again, your accumulation will follow pretty soon after. So it looks like the winds are starting to pick up in Philly as well. Do I think blizzard warnings could expand west? At this point, no. Maybe up north. Your blizzard warnings maybe could expand west up in Massachusetts a little bit, up in New Hampshire, maybe up in Maine. But they're probably not going to go any further west right now in, you know, where the storm's currently occurring. Yeah, it's windy in Philly. It looked like it was starting to whip in Philly. Delaware's got to be getting such heavy snow near Dover, Milford, Millsboro, Seaford. Wilmington, how you doing? Wilmington's probably getting some good snow moving in. Harrisburg, PA, expected amounts. Expected 3 inches high and 4, it looks like. Expected 2 inches. 1 to 2 inches high and 8, actually. All right. I'm doing this almost 3 hours. All right, I think, well, actually, I'm going to stay on a tiny bit longer here. Because I'm going to get back on tonight when we have probably some pretty good snow totals in these areas. The Eastern Shore never gets it like we do in Baltimore. On the Baltimore side, happy for the Delmarva people.
Honor those heavy bands off the coast. If the storms stay more west, we will get those bands.
Yeah, you will. There's a very heavy ban about to move into central New Jersey. Santino, I appreciate the $5 super chat. Yeah, you've got this. I'm looking at I thought user, I appreciate that. I'm looking at, well, let's actually take a look at this on the radar. I'm looking at this band right here. This is some crazy stuff right here, and this is going to move out towards Philly. That might be the band. This might be the band that starts rapid accumulation in Philly. So you guys have got a good band moving into Philly, but this bad boy right here is dumping. Atlantic City and Ocean City just felt it. Good snow band moving into Annapolis right now. Doesn't mean it's a good heavy precipitation, I should say. It's hard to tell if this is going to be heavy snowfall into Annapolis. Appreciate that, Santino. Do you think the storm is going to stay more west? It's... Oh my gosh, that's really good snow into the stadium. Oh, you're getting heavy snow into the stadiums just south of Philly and at the airport. Oh, you might start accumulating in the next 20 minutes in Philly. That's looking nice. Newtown? Newtown where? PA? Oh yeah, Bucks. Are you not accumulating? Are you not? Well, you're snowing there. Are you accumulating up there in Bucks County right now? Let me know. Are you accumulating in Bucks? We are? Okay. I would say it looks like you should be. Are the snow totals being affected right now in New York City due to no accumulation yet? This was expected, Felix. Your snow totals actually just minorly went up on the national blend. You're still expected 18 plus inches in New York City. The national blend thinks 22. I don't know about that, but yeah, you guys are still expected over 1.5 feet in New York City. This was expected. There's no really delay on precipitation quite yet. I said yesterday in my stream, based on the models, it looked like we'd start seeing a lot of our accumulation around 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern, maybe 5 p.m. And we saw accumulation way earlier than I thought in New Jersey and Delaware. So, but areas like DC, Philly, Baltimore, New York City, Allen, like a lot of these areas that Long Island that haven't seen major accumulation yet or any accumulation yet, you're kind of still on track. Yeah, you guys are kind of just getting like snowband after snowband in Long Island. Let's take a look at some of these traffic cams. You guys have, it looks like you're getting their accumulation there. Let's look down here towards JFK. Have pretty heavy snow falling, accumulation there near JFK. Let's take a look here. Decent snow falling. West Babylon, Lindenhurst. Hard to see if it doesn't even look like you're snowing there, but you should be. Queens, let's take a look at Queens. Heavy snowfall. Looks like you're starting to get accumulation in the Queens. Correct me if I'm wrong. Looks like you're starting to get accumulation out here into Brooklyn as well. Anyone out there in Queens and Brooklyn, are you starting to get some light accumulation? Like a dusting? No, none yet? Okay. Well, shouldn't be too long. Shouldn't be too long. Let's go closer to because you can see the dusting on the corner here around JFK. So, all right. Also, it's going to start accumulating in grassier areas before it starts accumulating on the concrete. Move to sleet in Elkton, Maryland. Let's see here. Yeah, these traffic cams are so bad. I wish they were a little bit better. Take a look at 90. Oh my gosh, these are so bad. It's like 5 pixels. All right, what's happening in Annapolis? Has our accumulation made it over the bridge? Or at least the snow? Are we snowing in Annapolis? Or are we still a wintry mix? Let me know. Is anyone in Annapolis? Let me know. This is Weatherwise I'm on right now. Oceanside, New York, nothing yet. All right, you're still on track. You're still on track. Staten Island, we are starting to see a dusting. Like it. Annapolis, still a mix. All right. Newark Airport, no snow accumulation, not even on the grass. 0. That's fine. That's nothing out of. That's kind of what we expected at this point. What's going to happen in Scranton? Forecasts are all over the place. This storm looks like it strengthened a little bit on the latest national blend, the blend of the models, which might squeeze some moisture out of Scranton. Unfortunately, your totals went down a little bit. 3 to 6 inches. You could end up with just 3 to 6 inches in Scranton if that continues. You would still have a high end of 12 of a foot if you get lucky, but you're expected to go down. You don't really want a strengthening storm if you're on the outskirts of this storm. You want a weakening storm that would push some of the snow bands out further. Do you think DC bust? No, DC was never supposed to get a ton. I would say if DC gets under 3 or 4 inches, it's a bust. Connor, you see what I said? Wait, Santino, what'd you say? $2 super chat. You didn't have to do that. So wait, let me see, Santino. Let me see. Do you think the storm is going? Well, wait, not the one about it going more west, is it? Wait, Santino, what did I miss, Santino? I thought I answered that. Yeah, I think the snow bands off the coast are about to smash into central Jersey. It's taking off here in South. It's taking off here in South Annapolis area. All right. Baltimore will get heavy snow later on. Yes. Yep. DC still rain, not even a flake. All right, that's fine. I mean, it's not. Most models still had you as rain at this point. Rain or a wintry mix, not pure snowfall. Yeah, that's fine. Let's take a look at some of these Annapolis cams. See if I can get a better one. How are we doing in Graysonville? Pretty good snowfall. Weather-wise, I just go up to the top left and go to traffic cams. $2 super chat from Ricky.
How does it look for Joppa MD? Right now, just train.
Joppa? Yeah, I'd expect your transition pretty soon, within the hour. Still on track. Snow isn't accumulating in Philly. Yep. That's fine. It's good that it's snowing in Philly. It's cooling your surface and your air temperatures. That's going to set up your accumulation. And when it starts accumulating, it's going to be rapid accumulation. Yep. Appreciate the sub. I appreciate that sub. Thank you. How do you turn on the warning outlines on weather-wise? Go up to the top right corner, hit the exclamation mark, and then just click the I sign over warnings, next to warnings. Not accumulating Berks County, PA. It should be shortly, though, because it's already accumulating in Bucks. RW, I appreciate you. Livingston, New Jersey. Very light snow and barely any accumulation. All right, that's fine. It'll start soon. Let's see. There hasn't really been there's been no update that's really affected New York City snow totals. The last update actually kind of pushed up the New York City snow totals a little bit. So this is going to be inches per hour because we have 0 in Bergen County. You'll get a period. Yeah, you'll probably get a period of 1 to 2 inches an hour. Yeah. I don't want accumulation in Allentown. You're going to get some. You're going to get some good accumulation in Allentown. All right, guys. Here's what I'm going to do. Oh, it's snowing so good just south of Philly. I'm going to get off here for a little bit. I'll be back on around, we'll call it 8 p.m. At that point, I'd expect you guys to have snow on the ground in Washington, Baltimore,
What is it looking like
Philly,
in South Central PA?
New York City,
2 hours west of Philly.
South Central. I appreciate that $5 super chat. Gazelle, what's it looking like for South Central PA, 2 hours west? Wait, south? Oh, south to 2 hours west of Philly. Here, I'll give you that update there. If you're not up in the mountains, it's looking like it's gonna be a 2 to 5 inch day. We'll call it a 1 to 4 inch day. If you're at elevation, you could get 5 to 8 inches. Appreciate it, super chat. But yeah, for a lot of you people who are concerned in Maryland, Baltimore, DC, that it's not snowing yet, most models didn't show accumulation until late afternoon into the early evening. So you're kind of still on track here. I wouldn't really be concerned. Same with Philadelphia. We've got quicker accumulation than expected into Delaware and into New Jersey. Those snow bands and into Eastern Maryland. Those snow bands are pushing west into portions of DC, Baltimore, Philadelphia, up towards Trenton, up towards New York City. They're pushing off into the north and west. So once you get snow accumulation isn't going to be that far behind because we're going to get very, very heavy bands of snow. I'm going to be back on a little bit later. If you want to get updates, of course, you can join my Discord. It's in the link of every single one of my YouTube videos right down in the description. I appreciate anyone who gifted. Super chat it. Was just in here engaging in the chat. I appreciate all you. I appreciate my mods. I will be back on later, like I said, around 8:30. Mesomat's going to go live and going to cover all this stuff. M-E-S-O-M-A-T-T. M-E-S-O-M-A-T-T. He'll be on in a couple hours. But yeah, I'll be back later. And when I get back later, we're probably going to be having blizzard-like conditions and rapid snowfall in a lot of these areas. So I appreciate you guys, and I will see you a little bit later on.